Good evening, Derek's and Derekettes. How's everyone doing? Whew, it's been a while since got on the stream. Yeah, I don't know. The twin sister is wilding out. But I was just gonna do this just for like a quick thing before I gotta go out of town. Yeah, I'm going to pay Shinko a visit. I'm crashing on his couch. But I hope everyone's doing well. Ceremony? Yeah, it's a Monday pig viewing ceremony. Resident Evil 4 maybe? Oh, what's up? I'll show it for a minute, but as you can see, the twin sister is wilding out. Just completely wilding out. That's all you get so far. What's the next one? There you go. Tenchi's gonna beat the. No, Tenchi said I can pull up and stay on his couch for 2 days. Yeah, Tenchi said I could pull up and relax at his house. No Trunks. In fact, there might be more. There might be a stupid amount more in the near future. Slut! Wow. An independent woman. Can't even have fun. But, I'm a little bit behind on the Dayverse. So I got Aquatail queued up. For, just to catch back up, because, wait, dude, did he get, like, in some beef with DoorDash? I felt like he did. That might be a thing I want to actually watch. And when I get back from New York, because I'll be filming, well, 2 days. I'll be filming something in Brooklyn, and then the other one I'll get the location for when I'm there. But yeah, when I get back, I think I'll do a John Valentine game when I get back. Because I had it on PS4, or PS5. He told me I'd like it. It's a Singran something. Yeah, it's a a waifu game. So I'll be playing that, and you know what? Since it's the year of Spider-Man, Spider-Man comes out at the end of 2023. I'm gonna do an ultimate run of Marvel Spider-Man and Miles Morales. So that way people can see me get my ass kicked. I hope the horny guy. Selling bussy. You know what? This bussy is too pristine. It's like it comes at a high price. Ziggy, you can't afford it. The horny cops ain't coming. Sins what? Ran, dry, whatever. Oh, most of them don't even pop up. I don't know. I think I put too many pictures in there because I took a stupid amount of pictures. I mean, she did. Yeah, she took a stupid amount of pictures. You didn't hear that. Let's go over. Alright, so... let me hear what... because I completely been out of the Dayverse. Maybe I might use, like, Dying Light as a YouTube stream. Because I've gotten that and I've never played it until now. So I might have Dying Light be like a YouTube detox. And then Twitch will be everything else. I'm thinking about it. I want to see how gameplay is. Do not fucking not. Why? You don't like Dying Light? And you up to code, you gotta analyze. Shut up. You gotta analyze with anything. I'm going to New York, Fraga. Until Friday. And surprisingly, this is the best string of luck. I have no layovers. I just have to get there at 10 and I'll be there at 11. I love having evening flights places because this is fucking cool. Even though I do like the layovers so that way I can just chill somewhere. But, yeah. I'll be filming for 2 of the days, I'm assuming. I already know 1 of the days. I'll get the other one later. then I might be having more traveling in this year. So I'm aiming to be traveling a little bit more. Back to Michigan, Texas, or California, one of those. If things permit it. So we'll see how it goes. Nice self-docs. Doku! Look on the Twitch! I've been self-doxing myself. Ah, whatever. Whatever. Ain't nobody gonna do anything with that info. Hope you're not Indian. Oh, God.
It's time. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for my very special segment every week that I like to call Phil's Day Off.
There we go. Thank you, Aqua.
All right. Yesterday was my day off, everyone.
Shut up, Smith. There's no C-block.
Now, originally, the plan was my wife and I were actually going to go out and do some stuff together. But what ended up happening was my wife had a pretty busy work schedule this last week. Back-to-back days where she was working.
Back-to-back.
And after working a string of days with various different shifts changing too, she basically was pooped. And she was like, you know, we were going to go out, but I'm so tired. Let's just do a stay-home day, and you run out and do errands or whatever.
No, I'm not that dog. I know what happened.
Fine, no big deal. That's exactly what it was. So I ended up going out doing our grocery shopping.
All right, we went
pet
grocery
supply shopping, things like that. I returned the 2 devices that I told you about at Kohl's. The return process for Amazon stuff at the stores that have those return
imagine
desks
just
is so
waddling
streamlined, it's ridiculously easy. Here's how easy it is.
Or how easy.
Go to Amazon.com, select the item you want to return.
Yeah, I know how returns work.
And then
I've done it on
says,
Amazon.
all right, so how do you want to return it? Do you want to mail it back, or do you want to drop it off at one of our drop-off centers? I'm going to drop it off, okay?
Oh,
all right.
I'm just doing the
Here's your
barcode.
barcode.
What the fuck I missed?
All you got, it's actually a QR code. All you got to do is go to the center, hand them the item, have them scan the code. You're done.
Yeah, that's all it is.
So literally, I walked into my local
Was it
Kohl's.
extra steps?
Here's 2 returns. Do you have the code? Yep. Here's the first one. Beep. Okay, got it. Here's the second one. Beep. Okay, bye. It took like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
That's a good process. And like I said,
were you expecting it to be longer?
I did that in the afternoon, probably around 2.
No, this dude went into the store expecting for it to be like 2 hours or some shit, so that way he can come on this fucking video or this fucking room and complain. But guys, I was at the UPS store for not 1 hour. No, it's gonna be like a hospital story. I was there for 1 hour. No. 2 hours. No. 3 hours trying to return it. It's like this dude lives to want to rant about something. If he can't rant about something, it's killing him.
I had my refund by 10 p.m. I got my money back. Now, that's the best returns process probably ever. No hassle and just boom, instant.
Boom, instant.
I love it.
Quick and instant.
That's why when I told you guys when I was ordering those devices, people were like, oh, you're spending a lot of money on those. I was like, not really. I can easily get these back. You know, this is not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Just return it if we don't want it, and that's exactly what happened.
So he got all this disposable income just at the ready, but you ask him to get anything else? Nah, I can't do it. I don't have the money now. They give you like 100 reasons why he can't spend anything at that exact moment until something breaks. And then he got endless amount of money. Makes sense to me.
So.
There's no issue. I'll just return it.
After that, ran around, did some stuff. And
you know what? Aqua Sabers say I abused the refund shit, but nah. This dude abuses the refund shit. This dude got like 4 capture cards. Sent them all back. Kept one of them. Nah, DSP's the king of refund.
Basically,
he finessed everything.
Came back home. And... Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Did some cleaning around the house. Played with Jack.
That's a goddamn lie.
I watched Cat play some...
Oh, God.
Fallout 4. Which, by the way... Fallout 4 literally...
You're playing fucking vanilla console Fallout. That's the worst. And it's 4. Ew.
Can see what you guys were saying when I was playing Fallout 4. It was very hard for me to see
at
that time what you guys were saying because I kind of had the rose-colored glasses on, as they say. You know, I love the Fallout series, and the fact that there hadn't been a new Fallout game in so many years, and then when Fallout 4 came out, I was just so into it. I didn't realize how different it was from the previous Fallout games.
Oh, God, I can't.
Watching
dude,
Kat
he's
play
going to
it,
be so fucking
especially after
when,
having her just
out.
watch her play Fallout 3 and
yeah, it's like Fallout 4.
The
Remember
game,
in Fallout 4 when I used to do
much better graphics and lighting. Actual dialogue that's cool because there's way more dialogue.
What's wrong with his wife?
Speaks.
There's a lot of things wrong with it.
My God.
I can't pin it
the
down
fucking
exactly. I'm
game,
not a doctor.
They really tried to turn it into a first-person shooter, which is not what Fallout is supposed to be.
All right, thank
and
you.
It doesn't
Tell me what
feel that much
Fallout's
like an
supposed to be.
RPG anymore. And that's bad. Like, every time Cat goes anywhere...
This is literally everyone else's complaint with Fallout 4. All of his, like, complaints and stuff comes from other people. Like, I've heard this before.
This game,
Yeah,
there's
I've
a
said
million
this.
enemies. Fucking 100 raiders, 400 super mutants, 72,000 synths. They're fucking
Wait,
coming
did
out
he
of the
really-
wall. It's like,
did
oh,
he really
turn
give
the
that
corner,
shit
there's a synth,
almost a
shoot it.
10?
Oh, look, above you a synth, below you a synth. Oh, the
I think that was the
toilet lid opens
game
up,
that,
synth head pops out. Ha. You gotta shoot the face. It's like, dude, how many enemies?
Wait, was it Fallout 4 that he skipped Panda's brother's wedding? I think it was. I'm gonna say yes.
Are in this. Yeah, you spend so much time grinding with the
Joe.
combat. It's hard to even enjoy the game because it's just shoot, 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 shoot. Like, come on.
Shoot,
Give me a
shoot,
break.
shoot,
Give me
shoot. He had the
something
gun
else
hands
besides
too.
shooting everything
Shoot,
every
shoot,
5
shoot,
seconds.
shoot, shoot, shoot.
Okay?
Yeah, look at it. Bang, bang, bang.
So basically,
I love it.
I understand now why back then when that game came out in, what was it, like 2015 or whatever, why people didn't like it as much.
Oh, now he
Personally,
understood it.
I would like
You
to
got
see
it for
replay
free.
someday.
Yeah,
'cause
Machinima
it's a unique
said,
experience, definitely more modernized Fallout.
Here's what Machinima did. Alright, so we don't want to give this dude more money. He's not worth that. Let's just give him a game. Yeah, that'll make up for it. And then they just pulled the rug under him and just cut his pay. Like, alright, he should be happy now. Let's cut this motherfucker's pay.
Okay. But
They
at the same
finessed
time,
him.
yeah,
Hey, what's up,
the
Iron
constant,
Mason?
insane amount of enemies and
Big
gunplay
guy.
is just ridiculous. Like, they went way over the top with that. Anyway, so I watched her play that for a while, and we decided that we were going to order some food.
Oh, of course, they ordered food.
Okay, so we ordered some food, and
Where was it
basically,
What?
when we order food, we
All
order
right.
from a delivery service, and there's various different ones that we've used over the years.
Just say DoorDash. So wait, he said various other ones. I guarantee you this dude has like a Grubhub membership and he has a DoorDash membership. Is there another one? I feel like there is. I bet you this dude use Instacart too. He doesn't want to go to a grocery store every time. He probably Instacart that shit to his house.
And every delivery service that we use, okay, hold on.
Yeah, and Uber Eats. He got all of them. Thank you.
That was absolutely disgusting. Every delivery service that we use, all right, we always give very detailed instructions on how to deliver the food because we live in a private community, all right?
But the way this dude talk, I don't want to hear him say we give detailed instructions. This dude is saying like he probably fills up the character limit every time. Nobody want to read all that dropping off some food. I don't know. Call him. I don't know.
So before I continue with my story,
He probably
ladies
made that
and
shit
gentlemen,
sound mad confusing.
allow me to start a new segment here on Level 1 Podcast.
It's like, oh yeah, you gotta turn left. You gotta turn left by like 13 centimeters, and then when you turn left 13 centimeters, then you have to look straight ahead. And then when you look straight ahead, you gotta jump up and down, and you gotta do a backflip, and then you'll be at my house. How hard is that? Like, you give this dude like mad stuff that he doesn't even need to hear in that. Lives 32 minutes from the whole spot. Wait, DSP lives 32 minutes from the whole spot in Aurora. Oh wait, I remember it now. The dude on the bike from the whole spot. I was like, wait a minute, the whole spot. I wonder if DSP ever encountered them. It's 32 minutes. It's possible. That dude probably rolled around.
Me clicking the wrong thing.
Really?
Bald.
It wasn't even set up the right.
Wait, where is it?
No, it's zoomed in. Never mind.
Oh, I clicked. Here it is.
There we go. Did you find it?
Old man yells at cloud segment.
Whoa. What a
We're an
topical
old man 'cause
meme.
I'm 40 years old now.
I've never seen that
I'm
before.
starting to get ornery. I'm starting to get upset at the world.
Yeah.
Basically, bitches and complains about the world.
It's not
Now
funny
allow
if
me to
it's
do
true.
this to laugh at myself because I fucked that up.
There you go. Just put more stuff in there. This is horribly
I
laid out,
completely
by the
misclicked.
way.
I'm stupid. Okay. So anyway.
So
yes,
anyway.
in this new segment, whenever I'm going to bitch about something that obviously is
Yeah,
something
just
that's
put
probably
something on
just
the
me
screen.
venting on my podcast,
Poorly
I will
cropped
click at this
out
to show
on
my
the
age,
screen.
All right. So, as you know, I get very upset
Flexible
sometimes when I tell
hours.
you guys about how
I can't
things are
wait
negatively
till
affected in
the
life by
whole
people
dude
who
on the
basically don't
bike
know how to do
running
their
the
job,
cat.
people who don't use their brains, people who basically just coast through
Of
life. I've
course.
talked about this many times before.
Yeah.
So,
None of
yesterday
which
we
applies
ordered
to
food.
you.
It's from a restaurant and this restaurant's a little bit further away than a normal restaurant we would order from.
What is
so
it?
already, instead of being like maybe a 30-minute wait to get our food, it's gonna be
All I
like
gotta do didn't say what it was. He didn't say what it was, what's in the meal. This could have been anything. This could have been $100 worth of food.
an hour wait. In fact, just for full disclosure,
Pure 88.
it's a restaurant that actually we've
Pure
only
88.
eaten at once before. It's actually a relatively new restaurant in our area. This restaurant does boiled seafood.
Boiled.
So, for example, they boil shrimp, they boil crab, they boil all kinds of stuff. They also do fried seafood. And so my wife decided that she wanted to do
This
some
place.
boiled shrimp, and I was
no,
going to
no,
get
no.
like a
I'm
meal
assuming
of
this
fried, like
shit's
half
not
fried
like
shrimp and
me.
half
I never
cod,
heard
like
of
fish
this
and chips,
fucking
but with some
Pure
shrimp
88.
too. And it sounded really good. We're like, this is something different. We haven't done this in last year in the middle of the year we did it once.
The closest one is
And we
another
said,
state.
why not do it again?
Hell
Okay,
nah.
this is pretty cool.
This is it?
All right, so we order from the place, but we know it takes a
This
while
is
because the
it?
food is fresh.
Ah,
They're
look
making
at
it,
that.
and
They
it's a
got
little
some
bit
good
further
stuff.
away, so they're going to take a little longer to drive it here.
They got
All right,
locations
so we
and
order
shit.
the food. Now, allow me to explain why I needed to preface this telling you that we live in a private community and I put special instructions into the delivery service apps because the way we live in a private neighborhood, all right? There's 2 gates to our neighborhood.
Nah,
There's
I
a
don't
back
show up
gate
my address.
that doesn't open.
Yeah.
It's only for
He's all
emergencies.
that.
If there's a fire or police need to come
got
here,
some in Vegas?
then it opens. Outside of that, it's not for people to come in and out. It's not for deliveries.
this look like a
It's
high
only
class
for
place.
emergencies. We have a front
Maybe.
gate. That gate has a call box. That gate allows you to buzz people inside the facility,
Yeah,
talk
look
to
at
them
that.
to get in.
I wonder if they
And
have prices.
you
in-
have specific
That's why I
instructions
wanna
on how to get in.
find,
You
like,
can get in via
prices
that
for
call
stuff.
box.
You probably
Okay?
gotta just like
So,
order it.
every time that we order food, we make sure that there's
There's gonna be like
instructions
prices
in the delivery service that says, FYI, if you want to get in, you must go to the front gate, which is accessed by this particular road, all right? And you have to go to the call box.
You have to actually
You have
start
to
one?
enter in this
What?
certain
I
thing,
wanna see the prices
and then
on
the
them.
call box will allow you access.
God
And I
damn.
even say in
Well,
the
it is a
instructions,
fucking fast
our
food.
particular unit is all the way in the
place.
back, so just drive to the back, and I even give specific instructions on how to get to the front door. All right, like
That
probably
seems-
the most detailed instructions you could have. If you read
Yeah.
the instructions,
Seafood's gonna be expensive
and
no
put-
matter what.
10 seconds of effort into your job,
I like how this dude is saying this random DoorDash driver needs to put more effort into driving food around. But this dude doesn't need to put effort into anything he's doing. Everyone else needs to put in like 1,000% effort. He can put in 2%. I'm doing the LTG meme. He can go 2% every single day, and it'll be fine. He expects the world from you, but not of him. Makes fucking sense to me.
there's no way you could possibly screw this up and not deliver the food. All right. So once again,
All right, DSP,
I'm
why don't
putting
you be a
this up because,
DoorDash
yes,
driver?
I know a lot of you are going to say I'm being a Karen or I'm being an old fart.
If this dude was a DoorDash driver, he would have mad complaints. He wouldn't be able to drive no more. This dude would be taking forever. He'd probably be picking at some of it like, oh, what is this? Nah, this doesn't look good.
I'm angry at someone for not
He'd
doing
be
their
mocking
job. You're
people at the
absolutely
restaurant.
right. So
She's
here's what
probably,
happened,
she's probably
okay?
horrendous. But
We
she
wait
did
and
this
we wait
food.
and we wait, and this guy is taking forever to deliver the food. And we're like, this is like ridiculous. We're starving. Okay? So
That begs the question. Do you not have like a snack in the house? Why are you on the beck and call of this dude dropping off the food? Can you not like make something real quick just to like fill your stomach a little bit? They're just sitting there laying on the ground just listening to each other's stomachs. What are we gonna do?
it got to the point where I stopped tracking. I was like, this guy's taking it forever. So, you know what they say? The watch pot never boils, right?
What?
So I'll have my phone here with me. So if the guy
Okay.
happens to contact me and say he can't get in or he can't give it to food, I'll at least have it here with me. I'll be able to answer. But instead, I'm going to put the phone
I've never
down,
seen
I'm
them
just
make a
gonna watch
roast.
Cat
I've seen
play
them make a
some
pizza.
Fallout. So that's exactly what
It
we
didn't
did,
look.
okay?
It didn't look like a pizza.
All of a sudden, I get notification, your food's delivered. Okay? Oh, cool.
Oh, cool.
I jump up off the couch. I run to the front door. I open the door.
He jump up off the couch. I'm just picturing him jumping up off the couch just seeing the food. Let me see if I can find it. I
no
swear,
food.
there's like a perfect thing for it.
Huh? So now I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So I go back to my phone because what happens is when they deliver food, they're supposed to leave a picture. Okay?
A picture.
So I say,
why you say it like
all
that?
right, so let's see where the food is. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you.
What?
That's really small. I
Oh,
present
my
to you the
Lord.
picture that was presented to me. All
Just
right.
crop it up.
This is
Didn't
the
even have
food
it
that we had
ready. Look
ordered.
at that.
And here it is delivered about, I'd argue, almost a full hour after we had ordered it. All right. Because the guy kind of took a long time to deliver the food. Now, here it is. Okay, so here's the food.
Here it is.
And I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's not my door. And we don't have a planter. So where did this person leave the food?
The dude grinched him.
So we're hungry. All right.
We're hungry.
And I'm like, honey,
so
I'm gonna
hungry.
find the food. All right. I grab a flashlight. It's like 6:30 p.m. So it's dark outside. Okay. I grab a flashlight. I grab my cell phone. So I've got this picture on my cell phone, and I'm walking around our private neighborhood with a flashlight, going door to door, looking at everyone's front door, looking for the food. Okay.
This dude acting like he playing Thief Simulator in real life, just hobbling down the street with a flashlight. Oh god, that must be a fucking sight. You know what? I can't find what I was looking for. This is what DSP did when the food came in. He was giddy. Come on, girl, get to it. Come on, get to it. Yeah, this little. He got out the couch and geek. Yeah! That's how he got off the couch. Yeah, the food's here! This dude is out of control.
Okay. For clarification purposes, there's 4 to 5 rows of homes. Each row has 6 to 7 homes in it. So basically, I was looking at about 50 different houses trying to figure.
You telling me this dude walked 50 different houses? I refuse to believe that. How big is this complex? Nah, this dude walked like 5. He walked 5 houses. Say, I don't see the shit. 50? I don't know. Maybe that's where that power walk is coming from. If he wasn't power walking like the 2 times he did last year, I don't think he would have ever been able to do this. He's a braver man than I.
Figure out where the food was. Okay? So I run outside. I'm in the dark, running around the neighborhood with the flashlight. My neighbors are looking out the window like, is there a prowler out there? Like, who is
there?
Is
there a prowler?
Running around the neighborhood with a flashlight.
Is there a mental
right?
patient walking out? What is that? He just keeps
luckily
snorting.
for me, no one called the cops. Not that it would matter. Obviously, I live here. It's not a big deal.
No, he wanted to say, what if they call the cops? Well, no, I'm white. It wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have came down to that.
So I go all the way to the front. First thing I think is, maybe this guy.
How they know you live there?
He didn't read the instructions.
Do your neighbors
maybe
know
he happened
you?
to get in and he just dropped it at the first doorstep. So I start going from house to house looking for the food. All right. And it's not at any of them. I'm like, man, no one has this.
Imagine this dude just walking up to your house with a flashlight, just peeking at your porch, just flashing it at your house, just seeing if anything belongs to him. If this was another state, I'd be surprised he didn't get shot.
Enter, right? No, it doesn't look like this at anyone's house. So I start to get halfway through our neighborhood, and I realize something. It dawned on me. All right, there's a big red flag sticking out in this photo. That it's a realization to me.
What?
All right, so you look at this. Here's the realization. Look at the food and look what it's sitting on. It's sitting on a wooden.
This gives me a time to queue up my skips. So I'm just gonna have that like exist in the background. No, absolutely not. There you go.
Deck, okay? No one here has a wooden deck. Everyone's house has a concrete staircase. And I'm thinking to myself, where did he leave this food? No one.
In this amount of time, we could have got a snack. We could have ate something to hold ourselves over. Call DoorDash or something. Get a refund. It's easy to get a refund with them. They just give it to you. And then, I don't know, just order it again and pick it up or order it again. You have credits. It's literally you just spent no money. But he'd rather do all of this dumb shit than do the smart thing. Whatever.
It has wood. And then I start to think, did he go into someone's backyard and someone over the years had maybe paid to have a wooden deck in their backyard and this idiot actually left the food on the back porch
of course
of
he's an
idiot.
Now I'm surprised he didn't say he was a trespasser. He was a criminal.
Right?
He invaded someone's public
I continue
property.
to look through the
I gotta report him now. I gotta get him fired. He's a menace.
And then finally, I'm
knowing
like,
this fucking dude,
here,
he probably made it his life's mission to get this dude fucking fired. No one, he would hate if someone got him got him off of YouTube, but he would go out of his way to get someone fired from like DoorDash or some shit because they inconvenienced him slightly. Like, you don't have to order the food.
All right. So I actually text the guy because I guess it's like 20 minutes after a delivery, the open window stays open so you could text the guy. And I text him, I say, listen, I don't know what you just did, but you sent me this picture saying you delivered the food.
Why didn't you call him?
No one here has a wooden porch. So I don't know what you did, but
it was a house across the street
from
from
the wrong place, man. Like, what the heck?
He walked all the way over there to the house across the street.
I proceeded to contact DoorDash because that was the app that I was using. I said, hey, DoorDash.
I've never heard someone texting while after the delivery. I thought they closed that shit.
And they were like, well, you have some options. You can actually just get it re-delivered again for free. And I was like, well, we want the food. But now it sucks because now we have to wait for the restaurant to remake the food again. We have to wait for it to be delivered again. Like, what?
Do you not have anything in there? Oh, you can't text ever? Yeah. I didn't know that. Do you not have anything in that fucking kitchen? You have nothing. You can't make... No, you saw how much of a stink he made making a sandwich. He couldn't have made a sandwich or nothing.
Nightmare.
I had 2 sandwiches today.
So we're like, all right, here's what we'll do.
When he showed
we'll tell them we just want the redelivery.
Oh, yeah, was that... Wait. Was that the picture that showed the address?
It says you gotta wait a whole other hour.
Aqua Chill zoomed in, so it didn't show the whole thing.
Well, what are you gonna do? We're starving at this point, but what are you gonna do? Let it wait. All right.
He should be banned from DoorDash.
And we waited.
He should get the wings treatment. He should get banned from DoorDash.
The driver.
This dude would have to fend for himself.
Texts me back.
We see this dude just like in the bushes with like a pointed stick, trying to hunt stuff.
Right now, I don't know why. Because if you're this embarrassing that you literally just left your food at completely the wrong place, right?
It doesn't matter.
Why in the holy hell would you ever text someone back? I mean,
who cares?
It's just
you're another person.
But he did. He texts back and he goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I listened to your instructions, and I drove all the way to the end of a private."
You probably poorly explained that shit.
And I left it on the doorstep. If you have an issue, contact DoorDash to get your money back.
Yeah, do that.
And I'm like,
rolling his eyes like he a 16-year-old kid. What?
Is he telling me he got into a different private community? Because here's the thing.
To
get into our community, you need the instructions to get in the gate. The gate will not open unless you know how to open it, right?
Yeah, it's like Fort Knox. That shit locked.
He's claiming he
went no one can get in.
Whose private community did he go into?
Whose private community did he go into?
By the way, just for the record, there's no other private communities over here. Next to us is an apartment complex.
So that is a private that is a community then. It's not a private one, but it's an apartment complex. So there's a whole nother complex there.
Need to open. Over here is just a neighborhood that you can drive right through the open side streets.
So there's other places. He make it seem like his is the only like set of houses in that whole area.
So he's telling me he entered a private community and left the food on someone's porch, but there's no other...
That shit was at night. Everything be looking the same at night. He could have probably thought he was in the same place or in the right place. Filled with crime and lots of drugs. That's what Jenna's saying. That's where Kat gets her drugs. She go to Tyrone's house. That's right over there. It's convenient.
Private communities around here but mine. So was he in another town?
I don't know how this is a podcast.
So actually, I never knew this. All right. But when a driver... leaves
while we looking at the data
and actually gives you
finish your worthless story.
I did not know this, but I guess DoorDash geotags the picture. Okay? I found it in the app because I didn't know you could do this. I found it later that night. I was just kind of
This dude using DoorDash his entire time. He didn't know
where he left the food. Oh yeah, I figured it out hours later.
Oh, look at that. DSP, the big brain. He figured it out. He knew what was going on. This DoorDash driver was dumb. He was a P-brain. Big 200 IQ DSP. He solved the problem.
Tagged his picture. All right?
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
Put him up there.
Here
put him on the screen.
The food is.
Mock him.
Okay?
Oh, hell no. So, why would he think to show this? What, dude? What convinced him to think showing this was going to be... Knowing this dude's life, why the fuck would he do this? Oh, hey, Perk. This is gonna be the final stream for until Friday, so I hope you enjoy it. When I come back, we hitting the ground hard with some gameplay stuff. We got the John Valentine request on deck first.
Now, showing you much, okay?
Why
that's
would
my
he show
street
this though?
that you can see, okay? They see that blue dot right there?
Yeah, I see it.
That
I know
blue
how
dot
phones
is
work.
me. And it
That's
actually
me.
showed
Reed.
the direction I was looking in my home.
Dude.
Okay, so at the time
You
when I
gotta
was
explain everything. This is where I was looking. I was looking at my TV with my phone in my hand. They show the gin there too. Where's the Tangeray? I don't know if this is you.
on my phone, I was looking at the wall, and that's the direction I was staring, or the phone was
Perk,
looking
stop
at.
being horny. You know
Okay.
what, Perk? This for you being
This
horny.
person left the food, get this, behind our
I'll
back
have that there
gate,
for a minute.
which doesn't open, has no call box, okay?
They have
and
no call
Just
box.
left it on someone's porch out there.
Yeah, it was
without
his
even
fault.
looking at the address. Because none of those homes
Be
are
smoking
anything
in
like my
Cali on
address at all.
Friday. Hey, big up to smoking.
Okay?
Cali.
Pretty stupid.
Well,
Is it?
Tennessee, I'll be smoking on the east side in the city. Probably when I land. I'll see if I can do it. If not when I land, probably Tuesday or Wednesday. But I'll be smoking at some point.
It makes sense. Like, huh? So let me get this straight. I left you. By the way, I should do this again.
God damn it, Perk.
Let me get this straight.
Dude!
I left.
Why? Why do we have multiple things? This one's taking up half the screen, and then this one's just right here. We already seen this. He felt so proud of himself. He was probably giggling to himself for like 30 minutes, thinking no one else ever saw this. Niggas be smoking on the subway.
You
I think I seen that
specific
once.
instructions that said you
I
must
seen the dude
enter
that,
a private community from a road. It had
I
the
seen the
name
dude
of the
that
road.
sketch people on the
You
subway
must go to a
too.
call box.
We were sitting
You
next
must
to him
use
the
these
last
instructions on the call box to get the gate to open. You must drive to the back of the facility.
must drive to the back
our
of the
home
facility.
is this number, and here's how you leave the food at our front door.
All
Like
right.
all this is in the app. It's all there for them.
We doing
Okay?
all of this,
And by the
then
way,
just
I should,
picking up the food.
very much clarify. Probably about
That's 25 feet from
95% of
his
the
house.
time, we get our food.
That's all.
There's two
All he had
times
to do
ever
was
we didn't
walk.
get our food. All right.
No, he did walk, but he walked in the opposite direction. So it's not DoorDash's fault. It's not the driver. It's kind of the driver. Well, the driver did leave the food in the wrong place, so he held a little bit of responsibility. But these people have handled this way better than how he handled it now. Like, he handled this, like, horribly. Just get the refund, pick up the food, or make a snack, and wait. That's all you can do. Not do this. Not bring it onto the stream
from
and
a
do
delivery
this.
service. There was this time
Oh, he's taking
right here,
Psycho Gamer.
and there was one other time. I'll tell you that story in a
Shut
second.
up, Marion.
But basically,
I don't want to hear it.
this guy, when he responds to me, he says, "So I read your instructions." That's just blatantly false.
How you know? He read it. He just like, fuck this. I'm just leaving this food. This dude being fucking...
Okay, here's what he
Picky
did. Because
as
I know
hell.
what because this happens all the time with these drivers. They don't open the app. They don't.
How
read
do
the
you know what they're
instructions,
doing in
lazy.
their
So they just
car?
turn on their own GPS and let their GPS drive them to the house.
Because it's
and they
way
think
better
that's the
than
extent
using
of
the
my job.
DoorDash
It's not.
shit.
Because GPS is not the
You
end
telling
all be
people
all
how
of
to do
everything
their
on this
job?
planet.
But
GPS
what's someone
frequently
tell
can
you
be
to do your
wrong.
job, you idiot?
Sometimes GPS tells you to go down a road that's not even open anymore. Sometimes GPS has incorrect information.
That can happen on
All right?
DoorDash
There's a
too.
reason
DoorDash isn't the
why
holy
you-
grail when it comes to fucking directions and shit. They can get stuff wrong too. They want to trust something like Google Maps because it's more reliable.
We're employed by a company that uses an app, and the app has information.
Are you gonna own
And the reason
DoorDash?
is
Are you
not
gonna
to ignore
hire
the
drivers that
information.
you only
But a
use the
lot
app?
of these drivers, sadly, just
Just
think
stop
their
using
job's
DoorDash
easy.
if this is
I just
such
use my
an
GPS
issue.
and I just get the job done.
Pick it up
And
yourself.
That might work, a lot of the time, but it will not work ever for us. Like if you just use GPS, a lot of the times it just tells you.
Thank you. Thanks for telling me that we shouldn't use GPS.
And then the driver ends up calling or texting us, "I can't get in." I was like, "Did you read my instructions?" "Oh, sorry." And then they drive all the way around to the front gate and then they get in. Okay. So basically,
Did you
this
listen
guy
to me?
Did not read the
Oh,
instructions. Did
thank
not
you.
care. Got to the back gate, freaked out. Was like, "I don't know what to do."
I like how he
And
put in
literally
words
just
and putting
dumped
actions
the food
in
on a
his
random
dude.
porch and drove away.
Oh, he
Didn't even
freaked
confirm
out,
if it was
yeah.
the right address because it wasn't. Those numbers out there.
He had to
nothing
get out
like
of
our
there
street
like he was
numbers here,
committing a crime.
And he just dumped it. Didn't care.
He was
That's-
dumping the
that's
dead
his
body,
job.
so he was freaking out.
Again,
He had to
what
leave.
kind of work ethic is that?
I don't
Just
know.
dump the food anywhere.
That sounds like the work ethic you have. So maybe he was channeling your inner DSP. He was channeling the inner Phil.
Wow. I mean,
Wow.
like, I'm totally not going to complain to your employer about that, right? You know, it's just
Yeah,
asinine. Well,
that's
what do you
how
think was gonna happen.
that right there is how I know this dude was probably on the phone. He probably called DoorDash themselves, gave them his. I don't know if it has like their license plate or something. He gave them every bit of information, hoping this dude gets fired. Imagine living
I honestly
life
don't
like
know.
this.
So, anyway, by the way, I now need to close the
This is
blinds because
ultra
the sun is
Karen.
coming out and it's getting too
Alright, there
bright
you go.
in
We
here,
gotta
and
get
I'm
out the
afraid this
chair.
is gonna happen.
Thank you, Aquateel.
Look, whole color scheme of the podcast changes.
Well,
Okay,
cool.
so
We closed the
there was
blinds.
one other time ever when we just didn't get our food at all. All right. This time, I actually feel was worse than yesterday. And I
Building
wanna
up
tell you this story,
nicely.
too, 'cause I
This
wanna
is
tell you
kind
this
of a
story.
karma
So,
boulder.
the one other time we
Him
never got
stuck
our
in his
food,
life
all right,
is the most karma you'll ever get. In fact, this is the karma he deserves. Most people will be like, "Oh, I want him to be living on the street." I don't think that's gonna ever happen because he's gonna always find a way to like do this thing. You just gotta make him as uncomfortable as possible. Oh, hey, John. I'll have you know when we come back. Be prepared for Twitch. We got the Booba game just for you.
same
That'll probably
situation.
be
We ordered the
Saturday.
food, and this
For the
time,
first
that time I was
Twitch
actually tracking
gameplay
the person.
stream.
It wasn't like this time where I was just casually watching Cat play games or whatever. That time I was actively tracking the person, and I outright saw that person drive
There you go, John.
next door
That's for
into
you.
the apartment complex
That's all for
next
you,
to
John.
us. Okay, they went in there, all right, and go
They
and
went
drive
in there.
and they're driving in circles.
Okay.
And I texted them. I'm like, you're in the wrong place. You got to go next door. You just got to go back out to the road, take a right, take another right. You'll be
Talking
right
to
there,
him like a.
and then our
That's how I know he talked to Cat like this. Like, honey, so first you have to go to work, get up, go to work, and then you come back at 6 p.m. and make me dinner, all right? Then you can have your free time after that. Then you just pat her on the head and then just kick her out the door.
instructions
He
that are in
belittles
the app
everyone.
are good. You got
but
to do that.
You shouldn't
okay?
belittle him.
He basically calls me. And now I'm not going to answer the phone because I'm in the middle of stuff in my house. I text him back.
You're in the middle of stuff at your house. What are you doing? It's like nighttime. This dude making it seem like he's doing like business meetings. Oh, I'm doing stuff in the house. Yeah, you on your phone on Champions. You don't want to be interrupted. I know what you're doing. This motherfucker. I swear to God.
I said, dude, I just told you what to do. You got to leave and go out to the main road.
You gotta
and
leave.
He starts texting me, agitated. No, I am here. Why don't you come out?
I like how he gave him an accent too. Low-key racist, by the way. Why does he have an accent? Do you see like a foreign sounding name? He's like, oh yeah, this dude doesn't know how to read. Yeah, this dude doesn't know how to speak English.
Why don't you get the food? Come get your food. Like in caps. He's screaming at me.
How do you scream at someone on an app? How fucking dude? I don't know what is DSP anymore. And he looking at the chat, just hoping people agree, and looking at the chat, hoping people will be like, "Oh, Phil, that sounds dramatic. How could you put up with that?"
Through the app. I'm like,
What?
the hell?
What the hell?
Like, why is this guy so pissed at me?
Cause you're being a fucking
Right?
prick.
Like, he's making the mistake.
His voice
So,
cracking.
Come to find
This
out,
dude nervous. He's
the
sweating.
guy basically
sweating over a
can't
fucking
read.
DoorDash order.
because I'm
How did we establish he couldn't read? Cause he's fucking typing in all caps. He can't read. This dude is the king of reaching.
texting him specific instructions and he can't understand them. Okay?
What?
So after doing this for about 15 minutes of him driving in a circle in the wrong apartment complex, all of a sudden I get an
At this point, just call him. Just call him at this point.
error message from the app. Your order's been canceled.
Good lord.
What?
What?
So I immediately contact the customer support. Oh,
He didn't
your
call him,
driver
by
said
the
they
way.
just had a personal emergency.
This all
and they
could have
had to
been
stop
solved
your
if you
order. I was
called
like,
him and said,
"What?"
"Yeah,
I
come
said,
this way."
dude, go look at the chat history right now. This
Go
guy's
on,
literally next door.
We be stroking.
It's a fucking Twitch. God damn it. I wonder who did that. There's only a few suspects that I would accuse. I'm not gonna.
And he's
look.
an idiot and he can't read. So because he can't read my text for the instructions, he's driving in a circle and he pissed himself off and then he lied to get out of it.
Oh, he did like you. He lied.
So that was the
Lied.
worst. That was the absolute worst.
The absolute
This time
worst.
the guy attempted to deliver it, but he was an idiot.
Of course,
I've
he
never
was
seen
an
someone
idiot.
that
It was
dumb.
all his
I
fault.
literally tell you must enter from a road, There was a
You must
call
enter
box.
from
Here's
a
how you
road.
get
You
into the
probably
call
said
box,
that.
drive to
You
the
must
back,
enter
here's
from
how
a
you get to our
road.
house.
Then when you at
He
the
uses
road,
GPS
then you turn
to
down
just
another
drive to a
road.
gate. There's no call box. It's not the road it says to be on, and
Probably here. Yeah, he's probably here. Is he? This dude's still in here.
question is, but it's been night
There we go.
streams, so I think we're at this point where I want to see.
Oh,
we're
this
8 to
looks
9 hours in. Let
horrible.
me check quick. We're 9 hours in.
Let me boost him up some.
And at this point, we're back in the mansion for the second time, but this is where the game has actually really ramped up the difficulty because now you've got so many enemies. All right,
I don't
like,
think I have a
literally
sound clip
so
for
many
that no
enemies
more.
that can do
Been
so
active
much
for 10
damage,
minutes.
insta kill you if you're not
Well,
careful.
good thing
and
we
it
missed the
happened
intro.
yesterday where I was
So I
playing
probably
last
missed
night,
nothing.
and I played. Get this, an hour and 20 minutes in, and an enemy insta killed me, and I didn't have any ink ribbon, so I didn't save. I had to.
Alright, let's finish this.
It's
That'll
not
give
the
him some
address of the
time to
house that
fill
it
up,
says to
too.
leave the food at, and he just puts it down and drives away.
He's just talking about
Hey.
Resident Evil.
So anyway,
We
we ended
almost
up
done
getting
with
the food.
this.
It was just much later.
That'd give me
Oh,
like
this is
a
funny,
smooth
too.
4-minute
So the food
buffer.
finally arrives
So that way I can
over an
speed
hour
through it.
later, so we were waiting over 2.5 hours for our food.
Yeah,
Finally shows up. I go to
I just
the
wanted to
front
see
door,
what he
I
was
open it,
talking about
there's
earlier.
no food.
Oh, I'm
I
talking
said,
about right
what? And then I turned my head.
now. Yeah,
They'd put it right
Wait,
next door.
wait, hold on. Let me hear that.
Finally shows up. I go to the front door. I open it. There's no food. I said, what?
I said, what? What the fuck kind of reaction is that? He opened the door, bug eye. He did a DSPism as soon as he opened the door. Cat got shook.
I go to the front door. I open it.
She thought he
there's
was
no
streaming.
food.
Like, Phil,
I
are you
said,
streaming?
what? And then I turned my head. They'd put it right next door at our neighbor's place instead. So I just walked over and I grabbed
There
the
you
food.
go.
And then we ate our dinner. And our dinner was good.
Whoa.
All right.
What a dramatic
But I
story.
could-
I don't know how he's got through with
So
it.
even the replacement driver got the house wrong, but at least was there at the right place. Okay?
Cool. So, such a hilarious story.
What's
glad
hilarious
you
is people are
told
saying
it.
tip, 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 tip. You do realize
What do we realize?
that when you order from any of these delivery
Oh, my
services, you
Lord.
have to tip. If you don't tip, right, the delivery driver will never take the job because this is the gig economy.
The
So let me
gig
explain how this works.
economy.
These drivers are not fully paid employees.
dude probably gave
of
him
the
50
apps,
cents.
Whether it's
No, he
Grubhub,
gave him like
DoorDash,
$1.
Uber Eats. They don't get paid for their.
Or at the
hourly
very
work
least,
from
the
them.
bare
They only get
minimum.
paid
He
the
never
tip
goes
you
above and
send.
beyond.
So let's say, for example, you ordered the
This
food.
dude could have gotten
and you said,
$1,000 from the stream.
No
He
tip.
still give
No
him
one will
below,
ever deliver
like,
your food.
very
Your
below.
food will just sit at the restaurant, and you just wasted your money. 'Cause you're an
Eventually,
idiot.
they get it.
When you tip, then a delivery driver says, "Oh, that tip is worth it for me to do this job." They accept the job, and then they go.
They
get your
still
food and they
pick it
deliver
up.
to you.
It's probably
So
they probably
obviously
take
you guys
other
don't understand
like
how the tip system works. You would have
deliveries
to tip, or you
to
would never
other
get your food from
places.
these services.
your food would be getting cold.
Exactly right, Highway Cavalier. No tip, no trip. Exactly
You
right.
did a
That's how it
tip
works.
charge back. You're like, oh, this motherfucker ain't keeping
Okay.
that dollar.
So-
Give me it back.
So
He was
that
on the
being
phone with
said,
DoorDash. So where's my tip gonna go? Is that gonna go back in my bank account?
That was
I
our,
need
our
that
food
dollar.
yesterday. It wasn't
Dollar,
great.
dollar,
because,
dollar
well, let me
is
put it this
what
way.
I
When the
need.
food finally
Yeah,
arrived, it was
yeah.
great. But we had to wait 2.5 hours for it because of a idiotic person. And
There we go. Idiot.
again, I know some people will once again say this, and I hear you.
Yep. Show it
but
again.
This podcast is a show where I get to bitch about stuff, right?
You know what? It'd
And,
be cool.
I felt like
It'd
today
be cool if you had other stuff going on. Maybe a stream deck or anything. You just hit a button. You can do anything. Hell, I don't have a stream deck. I just do I kind of do the DSP thing, but I need to get a stream deck eventually. But I make do without one. This dude can't do anything.
we did a bitch a little bit.
Bitch a little bit, yeah.
So let's start. Our first contribution on the YouTube side of stuff from today is from American MAGA Undertaker at the Cloud, whatever you want to call it. We just had our bitching segment. I'm
Whatever,
glad I got it
whatever,
off my
Galvin.
chest,
I don't want to hear
okay?
it.
Clay JT did a super
Always
chat. He says
boomer
your FedEx
shaming
driver must be
someone.
doing food deliveries
Always
too.
boomer shaming
I
someone.
mean, it just seems like no matter what, you can't.
You know what? I don't take those boomer shames until you what was I gonna say? Relist the test streams that you did. Nah, relist the YouTube test streams. I want to see those. I want to see the boomerism. That's the only way I take that boomer comment.
really get great service these days. Although I admit there's some people.
I
who
want to
actually do
see
a good
the
job,
setup from the
and I
beginning.
like that because here's the thing that I don't like is, let's say for example, you get a really
Yeah,
good driver.
delete it.
all
Imagine
right?
deleting
I
streams.
wish that on these add.
You gotta keep them all
There
up
was an
there.
ability to say, I like that driver so much that if they're available
So
again,
you gotta keep them all up there, so that way you can keep hearing replay the beginning of Cyberpunk over and over again. You know what? I might just replace one of the games and just play Cyberpunk again. We gotta live up to the meme.
sure to make it
Even
known
though I beat the game
that I would like that driver again.
Get out of here
Because
with
what
that.
if you had the ability to fave a driver? Now that driver knows you like them, so
That'd
they
be
know
the
that
only
you're probably
game I'm gonna
tip
play
well.
then. I'm just
And
gonna
then when
boot up
you do another
Cyberpunk every
delivery,
time.
right? See what I mean? So that would be a nice service, I feel. But they don't do that.
I'm gonna play the
Basically,
first
whenever
like
you
5
order from
minutes,
these, you just get a
delete the
random
save,
person. You
and
have
then
no
play the
idea
next 5
the
minutes
quality,
again
the
on another
qualifications, and
path.
if the person even cares, if they're in a pissy mood, you have no idea. So you never know what you're gonna get.
I deleted the
when you
3
order from a
disaster
delivery
streams
service.
yesterday.
And I
Wow.
wish that you could
Unbelievable.
at least have favorites of people who you've had that experience of good service before and you want to reward that person further, but they don't have that.
Thanks for explaining a tip. Alright. Well, we'll go to this. We got a small buffer. Is there like a quick thing I can watch? Okay, there we go. About the LED lights. We'll see this and then we'll see how Dave's coming along.
Mandalorian Warlord says maybe hang the YouTube play button on the wall behind me and buy a shelf with some figures behind me or cheap LED lights. My
Wait, was this like back in the past?
setup would look sick. You mean like every other
Nah, this is
stream?
back in the past. Hold on. I don't want to see that.
Do all that gameplay. All right, it's rough. It's rough, but we're making progress. So essentially, all we have left in the game is I need to finish
Hope
up the
heavy.
mansion. So there's a little underground area I gotta go to. I gotta enable an elevator.
Well,
Gotta go back. Oh, I think there's a kitchen, and you gotta go back up again. I think there's a third floor area you gotta go to, if I remember correctly.
Hey, that's the big
And a couple
buffer.
more puzzles.
Yeah, we
probably
got a
half
little
an hour,
bit.
45 minutes tops.
Yeah, we got
to
a
wrap
little
up the
bit of a
mansion.
buffer.
Then we got to go
That's
open up
pretty
the
good.
lab. Once you go to the lab, this is the final area of the game.
Yeah, we're
Roughly
like
an hour for
all
the
the way
lab, I would
back
think.
here.
And then we got the final challenge, the final boss, and all of that, and that's the end. So I think with the major stream tomorrow, we should be able to wrap up Resident Evil 1 Remake. If we end up beating it a little bit on the earlier side, maybe we'll just do a little bit of open Q&A. We'll relax with each other, whatever, okay? Then tomorrow night, since obviously I screwed up the schedule, what I would like to do is check out the One Piece Odyssey demo. Now, I hope...
So wait, we playing the demo? I thought the game came out today. Yo. Got with 2 names. Are you gonna call him a demo hog? He playing the demo. You know what? I'm gonna play the One Piece demo too. I gotta live up to my meme too. I'm abusing
find it
demos.
anywhere on Xbox. But people are telling me, no, this demo exists. There's a demo of One Piece Odyssey. It goes live tomorrow. It's a 2-hour demo. And what happens is you
Oh,
play
on
this demo,
Thursday.
and your
Fucking
game files
Christ.
save. And then if you buy the game on Friday when it actually comes out on the 13th, then your progress carries over to the... Excuse me. To the main
Thank
game.
you for the burp.
So, oh my god, excuse me, I'm really
Dude.
sorry.
Oh my lord.
Exploding here on stream. I'm
Demo
very sorry.
harlot.
So,
Mm.
yes, I
Demo
would definitely
harlot. With it,
like
with
to
a
play One
harlot,
Piece Odyssey's
dude.
2-hour preview
There's
tomorrow
no way
night
I'm
on
a
late stream.
harlot.
And obviously that's
No
gonna give us an
way.
idea of exactly how the game's gonna play and everything. And
Which
I
one
think
of these?
I'm pretty sold we're gonna love it. You know, it's a turn-based, classic Japanese-style
God.
RPG.
Well,
I
do
love
it.
JRPGs. You guys know
Oh,
it.
no, I got
It's
the
One
fin
Piece, which is
stuff
one of the
here.
most popular
Wait.
anime/manga franchises
Hi
of
there.
all time. One of the longest running, if not the longest running of all time. And the cool thing about this, it's a standalone plot. It's not continuous in the timeline of One Piece. You already
Forgot
know.
about
So
it.
therefore, it's not like, okay, it's the 15th Dragon Ball game where they're going to be doing the same plot line where Vegeta lands and he has to fight Vegeta, but then he goes to
What
Namek,
is?
and then they have to fight Frieza, and then after that they go back to Earth, and then there's the Cell games. No, it's not like that. You know, it's supposed to be
the
something
Cell
new and
games.
different. Okay, so that's what I like about it. It's something original and fun that we can all experience together. So hopefully the demo does come out tomorrow, and if it does, we're playing that on the late stream. Now, worst case scenario, let's say the demo doesn't actually come out. We'll do some Street Fighter. We'll do some old school throwback Street Fighter on a whim as a late night stream. Or maybe if you guys don't want that, we could do a random late night multiplayer
Random
stream of Call
late
of Duty.
night.
Regular
Yeah, so
multiplayer instead of
exciting.
Warzone.
A random late
Okay, I know
night
people have been
stream.
craving that recently.
Sounds
Well, let's see
good
what
to
happens.
me.
If the demo's out, that's what we're going to be doing. Okay?
Playing a
My day off this week
fucking
is Wednesday.
demo.
I know this is a shorter streaming week, only a 5-day
Ah,
streaming
hell
week
nah.
because
Get
I have
it
some
outta
appointments
here.
that I
We
made
don't need to
specifically for
see
this
a
week that
fucking
could only be
demo.
Wednesday. So that's why. When I come back on Thursday, the main gameplay stream will be more Need for Speed Unbound, and I feel like after 2 sessions, that'll be more than enough for us to make the judgment. Do I want to keep playing this game, or after 6 hours of gameplay to be like, nah, it's just not that good. Let's do something else instead. So we'll do 2 streams
So
of it
wait, the
today
demo's
and
only the demo is 3 hours? Nah, he better not be playing this shit for 3 hours. Fuck no. I don't want to see it. We don't need it. DSP, please. I don't want to see One Piece that badly. One Piece sucks.
Thursday, and that'll determine if this is a game we want to continue or not. Okay? Then Thursday night, more Warzone fun, Battle Royale action. Friday
Hey,
is the
more
real
Warzone
premiere
fun.
of One Piece Odyssey, and so we will play One Piece Odyssey on Friday as the main
I hope
gameplay
you're
stream
going to,
and delve, into the main story.
Restream
Friday
that?
night.
I
all right?
need something
Friday
to
up in the air,
watch.
because again, I could either do. I
When
was
is he
thinking of doing a
doing
return stream
Warzone
of Friday Night
again?
Fights because I haven't done old school Street Fighter now.
If it's
over a
when I'm
month,
at the
and when we did
airport,
it
I
last
need
month, it was a
something to
one-time
pass
random
the
thing.
time.
I would like maybe to do it again. I'm not saying we want to do Friday Night Fights every
Yes,
week.
you heard
Just
me,
I'm
One
kind of craving
Piece
fighting
sucks.
games.
It's
and
too
maybe
long to
doing a
get
wild night stream of
into.
Fighting game fun on Friday could be pretty neat.
I'm never
So
gonna
that's what I'm
watch
thinking
One
for Friday
Piece.
night. Now for the weekend.
Nor care about it.
I am going to start.
If you like it,
all
you
right,
like
with
it. Don't let me
whatever
tell
game
what to
you
do.
guys have voted for the Viewer's Choice playthrough.
One
It's going
Piece
to become
game
a
is
major game in
tied
the
to
rotation
TV
starting this
series
weekend.
and-
So, I urge you, if you have not yet
Only
voted
1.0.
for what game you would like to see
Oh,
for the Viewer's
okay.
Choice playthrough, to do so. If you've
Well,
already
you can play
voted
up to
and you take a look at the results, and it looks like the game that originally you voted for doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell of winning, you may not realize this. There's the ability to change your vote on YouTube. I don't know why.
The
but it's
skinny
there. I
LTG.
really don't agree with it. I think if you vote, you vote. That'd be like saying, I want to vote for
Trunks,
the
you're
Green
this close
Party
to getting
for
banned.
president. Oops, the Green Party has no chance of winning. Okay, I changed my vote to a different party. What? You already voted. But that's how YouTube works. You can change your vote at any time.
They're fine thighs.
I did check this morning.
What do you
And
check?
it looks like The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion is still in the lead by about 7% of the
Whoa,
vote.
it's
Then
still
right
in the
behind it
lead.
is
No
Fallout
way.
3. Sadly, I hate to say it. Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core, Stardew Valley, and Subnautica Below Zero don't
One
really
Piece
look like
has
they have a chance of
trans
winning
and
unless there's an insane
non-binary
amount of flip votes or
characters
new votes that
now
come out
in
of
the newest
nowhere.
arc.
It's definitely going to be Oblivion.
I'm
Now,
not surprised
we got
by
today,
that. It's been around
Tuesday,
for long enough.
Wednesday,
They want to
Thursday,
they want to be inclusive.
Those are the last days. Friday, essentially, I will announce the winner.
It is what it is.
And then we'll actually start playing
I got
the Viewer's
no,
Choice playthrough as the daytime stream this coming
comments,
Saturday.
man.
All right. So, if you haven't voted yet, what are you waiting for? You can type exclamation point Viewer's Choice into the chat. That will get the link, click on it,
cool.
vote. Or,
Type
if
it
you're
in
not
the
live on
chat.
stream, if you're watching this on demand, as many people tend to do, all you got to do is check the main community tab here
I
at
don't know
DSP
who's
Gaming,
gonna be
scroll
watching
down
this
to the
on
poll,
demand.
and vote, okay? And that will be starting over the weekend, okay? Now,
cool.
what I'm intending to do is alternate games, all right?
All right.
Sounds like the truck outside is really loud.
I like how we
Yeah.
distracted
I know
by
that,
a
but the
fucking
people are
truck.
sweet.
Okay,
You guys hear that?
DSP, you're streaming.
Anyway,
Good.
oh my
Alright,
God, it's
whatever.
real loud.
Dude,
I hear it too, Jasper.
wait a minute. I want to hear this in real time. This dude sounds like a fucking dog. He sounds like a crackhead at this point. Double A might be right. This
Yeah.
dude is a crackhead.
I know Jasper threw me for a loop too. Big squeak. Did you guys hear that? Anyway, oh my
Yo,
Did you guys hear that?
That sound like cat trying to escape. What the fuck was that?
Anyway, oh my God, it's real loud.
Yo. Hey, what's up?
I hear it too, Jasper.
Jeremy, Koa? How's it going,
There's
dude?
a weird noise.
Thanks for stopping by this
He's leaving.
weird stream.
I think he got scared. He's leaving the room. You could hear it. Weird squeaky metal noise outside. Anyway,
Cat getting piped down in
so
the back.
what was I saying? Oh, so here's the plan. Okay.
One Piece
This
has
week,
lots of
starting this
different
weekend, we're going to
trends and
alternate.
cross-dressing
We're going to have 2
characters.
daytime stream games and 2 night stream games. What will the daytime and nighttime stream games
Show
be?
me the
I guess it'll be
episodes.
determined by
I want
popularity.
to see. I want to see
What
the
will be the
episodes
more popular
now.
games? Need for Speed Unbound, if we choose to continue it.
I'm not gonna
If we don't
watch
know
it
if
just
we're
to
going
get
or
to the
not.
part. You gotta give me
One Piece
like,
Odyssey,
specific episodes.
Right? I should probably count on my
It's
hand.
like
One Piece Odyssey.
20,000 episodes.
Whatever
for
the
One
viewer's
Piece.
choice game ends up being, which
There
right now
was
looks
that
like it'll
one
be
character
Oblivion
with the giant head.
and Warzone. We're gonna have those 4 games.
I'm just gonna type
that are
in
gonna be
One
kinda
Piece
alternating.
giant
Now,
head
Warzone
and hope I don't
works
get
well as a night
anything.
stream and likely will continue.
Anything
The
loot.
question is, which game should be daytime games? Which game should be a night stream game? Should we alternate? Should we have
we're
it that
going on a
sometimes these
schedule.
games are day or
1.5.
sometimes they're night streams, right? I'm not sure. But let's see what happens this coming weekend. Now, we are about to go through the game release schedule on this very podcast for 2023. And you guys are going to see what games are coming
We
up.
really
We're gonna be able to
doing
talk about,
this.
gee, is
We
game
did
interesting?
this
Is that
in
game interesting? You know, what is it that
October.
Phil should play?
Now we're
and then
gonna
we'll
go
what else we
over
got
the
to the
games
schedule.
coming
Okay,
out
but for now,
this
I say
year.
the next 1 to 2 weeks, it looks like we kind of have a set schedule based on these games. Okay? Now, one other thing. This coming Sunday night, so not, you know, I guess it would be,
I don't know what
what's
you're
today,
talking about,
right?
Jeremy.
So that would
That's not
be-
me.
Let me see.
That's my twin sister.
The 14th? You know, I have a phone. Why don't I use it? It's pretty stupid, huh?
Yeah.
You know, I got a phone with a calendar.
Just
in it.
ignore
Just pretend
that.
like I don't. And guess like an idiot.
That's someone else entirely.
No, actually, it's going to be the 15th, okay? So this coming Sunday night, January 15th, there will be no late night stream. Okay? Why will there not be a late night stream? That is the night that I'm going to film patron private react videos for the month. For those who don't know,
You only
I have
hate
Patreon,
One
at
Piece because you're
patreon.com//Phil.
scared of it.
Phil.
No, there's like
People who pay
20.
$50
Like I said, there's
or more,
20,000 fucking
each month,
episodes.
get
I'm not
the rights
watching
for me to
all
make a
that.
private
That's way
react
too
video
late.
or private Q&A
I'm
video.
late in the
No
game
one's really
for
asked
that.
for a private Q&A video in about a year, but last year they started a trend where people want private reacts. Okay, so I believe this month I have to
People
do four
want
again.
private
So
reacts
being that
or
each video
one
is around 20 to
person?
25 minutes long, it means I need about a 2-hour block. And so that Sunday night, the 15th,
Read
will be
it.
me working on those private react videos for
Imperial
patrons. So no stream that night,
Ivanikov?
but back to normal after that. Okay,
I'm gonna-
that's not last month. If you remember, I
okay.
had like twice as many for the holidays. This month we're kind of back to normal with the set.
I'm
amount of
gonna
videos, all right?
copy and paste this.
All right, so that's the schedule. I hope that sounds good.
And,
I
see
just want to
it.
do a quick reminder about our members goal, because as you can see, we did lose a few members overnight. Yesterday we were around 512, now we're down to
don't
506.
even watch
It
the
happens, some
garbage
memberships
anime.
expire and lapse, and it's all good.
Hey,
I
I'm
hope that
still
if you were a
behind on
channel member, you were
Chainsaw,
enjoying it, you
man.
would consider
While
renewing
I'm
it.
at the
If you're someone
airport,
who's
I
been a
might
member
be
before,
catching up
hope you
on
consider
that.
becoming a member.
I'm
Maybe
just
you're a
gonna
regular of the
queue
channel
it
and
up on my
support it.
phone
I
and
hope
just
that
go
maybe you
through some
consider gifting some
episodes.
memberships. Memberships are great. Not only do they help support this channel,
Of
not only,
course,
you know,
memberships are
support of,
great.
of
Yeah,
new nature, that's kind of
yeah.
like
We
consistent
get
income
it,
for you every month.
DSP.
But
Yeah,
also,
memberships
you
are.
get tons of benefits. A highlighted name in the chat and video comments. You get access to all of my
Uh-huh.
emotes everywhere you post on DSP Gaming.
Cool.
A cool chat crown badge to
Fantastic.
show how long
Whoa,
you've been a supporter.
cool one.
You don't have to abide by the slow mode rules of the chat. You can talk as much as you like.
Whoa.
Access to premium benefits
Wait,
such
what was
as
that?
rules of the chat. You can talk as much as you like. access to premium benefits such as
It's like he casting the spell.
high priority for special events.
High priority.
Members usually get to nominate games and get them into the final poll for any event right away, while everyone else has to contend with all the other people who nominate.
Oh, this
games.
is the
So that's a
dude?
big advantage. Also, Ask the King is coming up this month.
The
If you're not aware,
weekend
this is
looking
my
like,
bi-monthly
oh
Q&A
my
show.
lord,
Where
why
I
are they
answer all
doing
of
the
your questions
weekend
live.
like this?
And usually now,
Also, this
the
is the
vast
dude,
majority of questions that I take on the show are from members. Okay, I say about
Interesting.
80% of the questions are from members, and then we take a few
This
from my
dude look like
trolls
he
on
just,
DSPgaming.com and a
vibing.
few from my Twitter at they call me DSP. So
Man, hell no.
behooves you to
Hell
remember,
no.
get some member benefits.
Get it
Maybe,
outta
again,
here.
if you just want to help out the channel,
Get it
give some
outta
memberships to
here.
people. People have gifted memberships enabled. Just a
That's
couple months ago, we had over 1,000 members, so we
disrespectful.
probably got over 500 people waiting in the wings, ready to accept gifted memberships. Okay. So please consider it.
Hey,
Thanks in
DJ
advance to anyone
Ron.
who supports the channel. If we happen to hit 600 members at any point during January,
Why is
I'm doing a very
Ryan
special
never
event next
talked
month
in
on
the
February
stream?
11th. That's a Saturday. It's DSP's Super
Because
Bowl
she's
Saturday
very,
Bash. In Marathon,
shy,
I'll be dressed up in
Trunks.
NFL attire. I'm gonna get some NFL
This is
accessories
like
to actually
Cat.
have during the course of the
I
stream
don't
as well.
want- I
We're gonna
don't
be trying out
wanna
snacks
have
that
the
people basically
trolls
eat when watching
that
sports. You're talking like some
pry
microwave
into
style snacks
my,
you can make at
personal
home. I might even
life.
order a pizza during the live stream. Maybe have a few beers. Who knows? We're gonna be playing some
How
retro
long till the
actual
flight?
sports
Well,
games on the
book
Switch,
the,
and I'll be
the
doing some
lift
reacting as well. I'm gonna react to
for
old Super Bowl ads of
720.
yesteryear.
I gotta
and
get to
maybe
the
even some other
airport by
stuff
10.
people
I
see
like
doing
having
even
a
more
lot of
better
like
ideas
leisure
what I can do
time.
during
I
this
don't
event.
like to be rushing
But
to the
we
airport.
have to hit the members goal of 600 members. And to forewarn everyone,
I
we only have
might
2 more
start
weeks
up
to do
an
it.
impromptu
Why?
Twitch
Because there was a large
stream
member
while
bomb
I'm out
here
of
on
there.
DSP Gaming about 2 weeks ago. It would have
I
been
gotta see.
December 20, like
I'll bring my
24th,
battery
you see.
pack so that
And if
way
we
I
don't
can
hit
just
the members
keep
goal by
it hooked
January
up.
24th, 100 members are going to expire. And then we're going to be too
Maybe
far away
for
from the
like
goal. So we
30
gotta make it
minutes,
a little
an
over 2 weeks to hit the
impromptu
goal. If you are
Twitch
considering becoming a member or
airport
supporting the channel,
thing.
great time to do it. All right, let's get that rally, let's get that going. And by
Let's
the way,
get
I also
that
announced
rally.
that if we do hit the tier 1 members goal, and if people were
What?
looking to have a special like tier 2 event, I would consider it. And likely the tier 2 event would be a special react event.
This
that I would-
dude always having like all these stupid tier 1, tier 2, tier 5. Like he moved the goalposts more than anyone else. You hit this 600, he'll already think about the next one. He want to get back to that $1,000. Just so that way he can lose it and just keep going back to level 1. Get 1,000, go all the way back to 300, then slowly get that 1,000 back, and then go back. It's just going to be a back and forth thing. This is nuts. Like, imagine having a YouTube channel like this. This is so fucking bizarre.
and out with you guys, like reacting to another documentary or something like that. But we have to hit the tier 1 goal first, so we won't get there. I won't overpromise it. I'm gonna deliver.
Is the
I'll be more
queen of
reserved
the
this
gay
time, okay?
community, and they have power to insert hormones to people
Here you
and
go. All right,
change
I got
your
one new story
sex.
that I want to talk about, and then we're gonna go through the game schedule, and then we're gonna do shout outs in that
Holy
order.
shit.
Okay. So the one game news
That
story I have
is
for you all
something.
today
That
is
might
a
be
very
a
positive
Discord thing.
one.
'Cause
Microsoft
I
has
can't
announced
play it on
just this
YouTube.
morning that likely on January 25th at 12 p.m. Pacific time.
I'm
they're
looking
gonna be
for it.
doing
DM
a
me
special
all this stuff
live press
about it
event
now.
Right
I'm
now,
intrigued.
they're calling it the Xbox Developer Direct, and it will feature content both from Xbox and Bethesda.
Oh,
it's not official
Lord.
yet, meaning they haven't officially said, hey, this is it, and it's definitely on this date and time, and this is the name of it. They might change the date, they might change the name of it. But what the event is supposed to be
Get
is
into the vortex.
a roughly,
I thought
I guess, 1
JoJo
hour
was
is
like
what
the
they're assuming,
crazy thing to get
feature.
into.
It's going to show games like
JoJo
Redfall,
is like-
the Forza Motorsport series,
What's
Minecraft
more
Legends, and
crazy,
probably
JoJo
more.
or One Piece?
And it's supposed to be an intimate look at the major games that are going to be coming for 2023.
'Cause I seen some
Apparently,
stuff
this
in
show is a
JoJo.
direct response to the fact that Microsoft literally did not have any presence at the Game Awards last month. If you remember, in early December,
I don't
the
even
Game Awards
remember
had a
the
lot of
Game
promotional
Awards.
stuff shown for
Has
upcoming games.
Jesus
Like
in it?
Microsoft showed literally nothing. They weren't even there. So I guess they got a lot of
remember.
flack for that. And so what they've been doing is trying to
Maybe,
put together
I
their own
think I
event
might
to try to start
remember.
hyping up their games for this year. And it's going to be late on this month. But again, no
I know they went
concrete
to
confirmation
America.
yet from Microsoft. We won't know yet. Well, we don't know yet exactly what to expect or when. Well, likely we will get an update within the next week or two because obviously they're going to want to hype it up, right? Obviously they're going to want to.
Is it
you
gonna
know,
be
let people know
like
what they're up
Cloud
to.
in the dress
So-
from the remake?
So there you go. When we get more information about that, we'll talk about it. Will I
Of
do a live
course, we'll
react?
talk
I don't
about
know.
it. We'll
I mean, is
keep
that
you,
new? So what I could even
in
do
the
is do my
know.
podcast, end it early, and do a live react with you guys, and then do maybe some gameplay after. I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll think about it together. Okay. All right.
All right, we'll think about it together.
So, with all that said, now guys, it is
What
time
the
for us
fuck?
to go through the game schedule for the year, and I need to emphasize a couple things.
Oh my lord.
When I go through a game release schedule, all right, I only talk about games
What
that
the
have
fuck? Yo,
actual
he's
specific
killing
release
that
dates.
dress. Look at him.
Why do I do
He's
this?
killing it.
Multiple reasons. Usually, again,
Yeah,
as I
you're
just said, I
killing
don't like to
that dress.
overpromise and underdeliver. The last thing I would want to do is get everyone's hopes up that I'm going to play a game around a certain time and then I can't. In addition, I find it is a very
That's
fruitless
the
endeavor
dude?
to get hype over a game that does not
Alright,
have a
so
solid
this
release
is the
date.
dude,
Because how many
and
times
this
have we
is
seen
the
games?
film.
We're all
Yeah, there
excited.
you go.
We get
You're
pumped, and
killing
then they don't
it.
even come out the year that you're expecting. Case in point,
He
God
got
of War
the heels,
Ragnarok was
too.
supposed
Yeah,
to come
he
out
get-
originally
he's slaying.
like 2021.
The
Then
Twin
it was
Peaks
listed
in New York.
as
We're
like
about to
different
find
times
out.
in 2022.
I don't
and then
know if
finally
there
they come
is
out
one.
late 2022. So imagine 2 years ago, people were having me do my game release schedule, and I was like, oh, God of War Ragnarok,
wanna
early
see-
2021.
you know
What would
what?
the point of that have been? You see,
DSP
that's
is
why I don't do
still
that.
going.
I
He's
wait
talking about
for
Game
the
Awards
the
stuff.
actual solid release date.
I
Even if
wanna
it's,
see it.
summer. Summer is not a release date. Winter is not a release date. Fall fall is not a release date.
You
That's
know
a
when
season.
summer is. Like, summer is not a release date. It's sometime in the summer. Winter is not a release date. It's sometime in the winter. They don't want to give an exact one just in case they have to push it back a few fucking days. But you tell this dude when's the next event. He say, roughly it's gonna be around this time. He can give you all the fucking vague stuff he wants. But a game developer who's putting in more work than him they cannot give you a date. It's a problem. I don't know, DSP. Maybe your business is flawed if you rely on fucking game releases. I don't know.
That doesn't even mean the game's coming out. It means they don't even know if it's going to be ready. They're just estimating. By the way, the chopper is finally here to take me away. I believe
There you go.
the FBI, the CIA, they're crashing.
They're trying to make the same joke again.
So they're finally on to me, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
all the years that I embezzled
so
your money to make,
hilarious.
methamphetamines
Cool.
in my garage.
You were done?
Here they are.
We're done? Yeah, amphetamines. I'm sure
Wait, what's
Cat
that?
has them there too.
It sounds like the choppers are leaving. I guess they got the
All
wrong address.
right, we're done.
Okay. So anyway, without further ado, everyone here,
Lord, Jesus
let us go
is in
through
this shit.
the game release dates for 2023 so far, and I'm going to tell you which games I'm
I don't
interested
think
in
they
playing
got
or
to
not.
this
Some of these
part
games
of
I'm
the
going to mention are
anime.
notable games that I'm actually not even interested in. All right, but I'm
I
going
don't
to
think
tell you
they
why.
got to this part yet.
So let's start with this week. This week, the major release this week is One Piece Odyssey. It comes out this Friday, January
That could be
13th.
Jesus.
As I've already
There's
stated,
a little bit
yes,
loose.
I am going to be doing
That's like,
a demo, hopefully, of it tomorrow night, and then we're going to be starting
Geo.
off my
Yeah,
major
that's
playthrough
Geo
of it this coming
right
Friday.
there.
All right, so that's a
Good
given. That's my
lord,
first
look at
major
this
new
shit.
game of the year. The next notable
You
game is
just
Fire
show
Emblem
up
Engage, which
behind
comes
you
out
like
January 20th.
this.
That's 1 week
Nothing
from this
personal,
Friday.
kid.
And the answer is no. I'm not going to be
No.
playing it, okay? And you might say, why not? Okay? Well, I have a very good answer for this. In fact, I have multiple levels of answer for this. Number one, because I'm already going to be playing multiple RPGs. We're going to have One Piece going, and it looks like we're going to be starting up either Oblivion or Fallout 3 this coming weekend, which is the viewer's choice playthrough. That's 2 RPGs. There's
Am I
absolutely
giving you?
positively no way
I
ever
think I
can
know
play
what I
RPGs
have to
would never
do.
work.
I would have to
My viewership would
invite
tank.
you
People
onto
would say you're
the
not doing enough variety.
to
It would
be a
basically be a
user
disaster. I'm
with
not stupid
the
enough to
stream
think that I can do
key.
3 RPGs at once. That's number one.
You know what?
Number
I
2.
got it. I'm
Excuse me.
selling the stream key to the highest
Sorry about
bidder.
The Fire Emblem games are infamously
Make
long.
me an offer.
The last Fire
and
Emblem
you
game
can
that I
have
played
it.
lasted
hold
so
on.
long,
You know
ended up
what?
going
We
the
do a
entire
poll.
summertime and continued even further into the year, and we basically, it was so ridiculous. Which is fine if you're only playing a Fire Emblem game and maybe you don't have anything else to do. But as you guys know, I'm a variety content creator. I'm already going to be starting up Oblivion, which likely is going to be an insanely long playthrough. The last thing that I need right now is another game that's going to take
If
7
you
months to beat.
stream Warzone,
And then certainly last but not
I'll give
least,
you the
if
stream
you
key.
compare
It's just a guarantee
the
you're
universe of
gonna
Fire
stream
Emblem to the universes of, say, the Elder
Warzone
Scrolls or
on
One
this
Piece,
channel.
I would much rather
You'll get the stream
play
key.
a One Piece game and an Elder Scrolls game over a Fire Emblem game. Only because first of all, One Piece, we haven't done any games of One Piece in a long time. Yes, we dabbled with that One Piece Pirate Warriors game last year for like a session or two. We beat up some guys. It wasn't a huge deal.
Good with
Previous to
that
that, we almost
Valentine,
never,
man.
ever played a One Piece game. And I know what a fan base it has, and I'm excited to be jumping into a major new game that's One Piece. In addition, obviously, I like Elder Scrolls. I love Skyrim. We've played Morrowind before, and this will be my opportunity to actually delve into a Elder Scrolls game that I never got very far in.
There you go.
I'm much more interested in those than Fire Emblem. So, Fire Emblem Engage. I'm well aware it comes out on the 20th. I'm well aware tons of people will be playing.
Stream or
I'm
restream?
well aware.
I want to see the
saying, Phil,
Warzone
why on earth are you
restream.
playing such and such a game and such and such a game?
You gotta
Fire
really
Emblem? I already
entice
gave you
me
your
on the
answer. So when people say,
regular
Phil, why aren't you playing
stream.
Fire Emblem Engage? I'm going to say, check out the Level 1 podcast, January
I gotta
9th.
be
I
intrigued.
already answered your question. I'm not going to give you a timestamp. I'm going to make you watch the entire, 2-hour show to get your answer. There you go. Okay. Actually, all right.
Why are you on the list?
34
I want
minutes
you to
in.
boot up.
34 minutes in to the January 9th Level 1 podcast. That's where you'll get your answers on why I'm not playing Fire Emblem Engage. Okay? There's your timestamp. 34 minutes in.
Wait a minute. Why is he not playing fucking Fire Emblem? I knew he wasn't gonna play it, but I want to hear his reason for why he's not playing it. Cause I'm playing this shit. Fire Emblem Engage look pretty cool to me. Why is he not playing this shit?
You
It's an
playing
anime game.
such and such a game and such and such a game and not Fire Emblem. I already gave you your answers. So when people say, Phil, such a Elder Scrolls game, Warriors game last year, rather, the thing that I need right now is another game that, which is fine if you're only playing a Fire Emblem game and maybe you don't have anything else to do. But as you guys know, I'm a variety content creator.
He's a variety content creator, so he can't play a Fire Emblem game. Dude, he just hates fucking Nintendo and anime games.
already going to be starting up Oblivion, which likely is going to be an insane
Why the fuck are we playing Oblivion? Imagine playing Oblivion and not Fire Emblem. Oblivion he played already. Dude, this dude tweaking.
long playthrough. The last thing that I need right now is another game that's going to take us 7 months to beat.
It doesn't take you 7 months. You can beat, dude. Fire Emblem is not a long game. Compared to how he plays it, yeah, it's a long game.
And then certainly last but not least, if you compare the universe of Fire Emblem to the universes of, say, the Elder Scrolls
yeah, Elder Scrolls universe is far less interesting. I would rather the Fire Emblem universe than Elder Scrolls. It's all bland.
or One Piece, I
Or
would much
One Piece.
rather play a One Piece game and an
You
Elder
would rather
Scrolls
play
game
One
over a
Piece.
Fire Emblem game.
Dude.
Only because first of all, One Piece, we haven't done any games of One Piece in a long time.
Because Slayer
Yes,
hasn't
we
put up
dabbled
any
with
money.
that One Piece Pirate Warriors game last year for like a session or two. We beat up some guys. It wasn't a huge deal. Previous to that, we've almost never,
We
ever
almost never.
played a One Piece game.
It's tired.
And I know
Whatever.
what a fan base it has, and I'm excited.
All right, I'll
to jump
split it
into a major
between
new
you
game. That's
with
One
guy
Piece.
with two names.
In
and
addition,
Ziggy. Ziggy, you get the
obviously,
stream
I like
key
Elder
too.
Scrolls. I love Skyrim. We played Morrowind before, and this will be my opportunity.
You gotta
to actually
take
delve
turns
into
who's gonna use it.
Elder Scrolls game that I never got very far in. I'm much more interested in those than Fire Emblem. So, Fire Emblem Engage. I'm well aware it comes out on the 20th. I'm well aware tons of people will be playing it. I'm well aware.
Yeah, Slayer
that
better
people
pay
will
the
be saying,
fuck up.
Phil, why on earth are you playing such and such a game and such a game and not Fire Emblem?
Because
I already gave you
hates
your
Fire
answers.
Emblem.
So when people say, Phil, why aren't you playing Fire Emblem Engage? I'm going to say, check out the Level 1 podcast, January 9th.
So, people gonna come onto the stream when Fire Emblem comes out and say, Phil, why are you not playing this game? People who probably aren't even here. He's gonna point them to an old ass pre-stream and tell them to watch this. Who the fuck's gonna want to put in that effort? They're just gonna say, oh fuck it, you being a bitch, I'm leaving.
I already answered your question.
There you go, he
I'm
answered.
not going to give you a timestamp. I'm going to make you watch the entire, 2
There you go. And he being a fucking petty bitch over it. Dude. This is why nobody wants to do shit with this dude. Imagine living with this dude. Imagine being around this dude. This dude's a fucking asshole.
hour show to get your answer. There you go. Okay.
Because your
Actually,
channel would be gone
all right.
in an instant.
20,
That would be a way to go out. That's my
34
exit
minutes
strategy.
34 minutes
Don't worry,
in
Bruno.
to
That's the
January
plan
9th,
when, I wanna
Level 1
scorch the earth.
podcast. That's where you'll get your answers on why I'm not playing Fire Emblem Engage. Okay? There's your timestamp. 34 minutes in.
There you go. Cool.
Okay. Let's continue. The next new release of January is called Forspoken, and it's coming out
All
January
right, I want to hear why
24th.
he's not going to
Okay,
play
so
the
that would
Raina
be
game.
a week from...
You,
2
dude,
weeks
you get
from
to
this
paint your
Tuesday.
nails
So
and
2
you get
weeks
to have
from
magical
tomorrow,
powers with
okay?
them. These people
now,
love it.
I will be honest with everyone.
That's
I
actually a
followed this game for
mechanic.
a couple of years.
Like
At first, when
changing your nail
Forspoken
color,
was first shown on the internet,
affects like
a lot of
stats
people
and stuff.
thought it was going to be the new Final Fantasy. It is not. Okay, Final Fantasy 16 is a completely
Who
separate
the fuck
game.
thought this was
This
going to be the new Final Fantasy? I didn't think it was going to be Final Fantasy.
Game has, in
You put
my
the words in
opinion,
people's
pretty
mouth.
impressive graphics.
Of course, graphics.
And that's about it. Like,
You
after
don't
looking
know
at the
anything. Did
game,
you play the demo
and
for that?
seeing
There's a demo
the
out. You can
plot,
play
the
it.
protagonist, everything it's about, it doesn't really interest me.
You can play the
Now,
demo.
I know some people would have issue with that. Like, but
Who?
Phil, you used to always play every new release. How dare you say
Who the fuck
you're
thinks
not
like this?
finding any appeal
There we go. Now it's
in a
their
new
problem.
release? Don't you know
It's
it's your
their
absolute
problem.
responsibility
Yeah, throw a fake thing.
as a streamer,
Fake
as a content creator? You must be responsible jack at it.
All right, so we just sit here.
Well, first of all, what I would say is if you try, you're going to get arrested because I live in a private community.
There we go.
But number two,
You're gonna get arrested
I
immediately.
feel like
if you break into his gated community, the police are just gonna be right outside. They're gonna be right outside with handcuffs. You ain't gonna be able to get to his doorstep. That's how fast the response is.
I do have the right to pick and choose the games that appeal to me. All right.
If you get by
And taking a look
the
at
attack
landscape
dogs,
of
the
games
attack
coming out in
helicopter, and the
January,
electric
I'm just gonna
gate,
be honest,
the police
I
are
don't
gonna
think
get
this game
you.
appeals to me. Maybe it does appeal to a certain audience. I don't think I'm that audience for whatever reason. I don't know. You know.
How do you
sometimes,
know?
A game like
What
this.
audience is it for then?
Because you don't know what it's going to be. But for me, it's kind of like not very impressed.
Okay, whatever.
Alright.
Just
Now,
say you're
here's
not
the deal.
playing it. Move on.
Let's say Forspoken comes out on January 24th, and people start playing it, or maybe a few days ahead, the early reviews come out, and people are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe
Wait a
it."
minute. How am I gonna set up the stream if I'm gone? Dude, YouTube asking for way too much. I'm gonna put you guys on the little community thing. I'm gonna post out the stream key. I'm doing the risky thing. And then I'm gonna see if it works. If it does, I don't know what to say.
It's one of
What
the
do you mean I
best
set
games
it up
in
too?
years.
I got set up right
holy
now.
shit, I can't. Wow. If that's the case, then I'll play it. All right.
Then I'll play it.
But right now,
Nah, you ain't
there's
gonna
this
play
big air of uncertainty around this game. No one really knows exactly what it's going to be or what to expect.
Oh yeah, it has a black
A lot of
female
people are
lead, so you
speculating
can't
it's
do
probably
it.
not going to be that good, or anything too special.
Yeah,
So
he already saying this without playing
we'll
the demo, without
the way I
checking
say
out
it is,
anything.
I know it
There's
comes
a
out
black
on the 24th
woman.
of
It's a black
January.
lady walking, so he
I'm
doesn't
aware
want
of
to
the
play
game.
it.
But I'm just not interested or impressed at this point. It could change, and if that changes, great. Maybe I'll check it out, but I'm not committing to it because right now I don't seem too interested in it.
All right, you didn't need to give
right.
all this.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Sound good. Yeah, he needs an excuse for everything on why he doesn't want to play, why he does want to play.
I would say
he had a whole fucking excuse why he wanted to play the Princess game. Imagine that.
After One Piece Odyssey, yeah, the next real game that I'm majorly interested in is the Dead Space remake on January 27th.
Of course you're interested.
Why? 2 reasons.
I can't wait to hear.
One, I am indeed
the Callisto Protocol did this better. Guys, in Callisto Protocol, this would have been way better.
Even Dead Space 3, which I feel did lose its horror factor and scare factor because it was a co-op shooter. I still love the franchise. I was incredibly sad when Visceral Games was basically shut down by EA, and it looked like that was the end of this kind of horror game.
Yeah.
But now we've got the original dev team of Dead Space making the Callisto Protocol, which we just played, and I want to directly compare that.
People that don't care about
this new dev
too.
team does with the remake of Dead Space.
Smith said he didn't like it. He played the demo. That's fine.
It's going to be
I thought it was interesting.
You know, direct.
But whatever. Not everyone's gonna like every game.
Dead Space remake. Which will do better, which will do worse. I honestly don't know. That's what I want to find out. All right.
I like how Plum Girl is still here.
It's the Dead Space remake. I'll be checking it out. Now,
they may get told.
I was told there's a new SpongeBob game coming out at the end of January called SpongeBob: The Cosmic Shake.
So we're not playing Forspoken. We're not playing Fire Emblem, but we interested in SpongeBob. Which one of these dents want to see a fucking SpongeBob game? Why are we gonna play SpongeBob DSP?
Supposedly it comes out January 31st, but I couldn't find 100% confirmation on that. Like, somebody told me about this, and I've written the date down.
We looking on fucking confirmation on a fucking SpongeBob game.
Concretely anywhere. So I don't know if this is correct or not. If there is a new SpongeBob game at the end of January, and you guys are interested in
SpongeBob? You're gonna be sitting there the whole playthrough.
It's a maybe.
It's a maybe. SpongeBob.
But number one, I certainly don't want to commit to it if I don't know what it is. And like I said, I couldn't really find a concrete.
Oh God, you're gonna talk about Like a Dragon coming up.
So I guess we'll play it by ear attitude.
What do you mean?
And if you guys have any more concrete information about this, I'd be all ears about it to learn about it.
Yo, you're gonna be talking about Like a Dragon.
I also don't know what it is.
No, I hope he doesn't play Like a Dragon because I'm gonna be playing it.
Version of many years ago, or would it be?
Hell no, I hope he doesn't.
I don't know what it is. Right. So there you go. Okay. It is the sequel for Battle for Bikini Bottom? Oh. If it is the sequel, then I want to play it. I like Battle for Bikini Bottom. I actually thought it was a good game.
We getting this in depth. Now we definitely playing SpongeBob.
Okay, let's continue. So now we head into February, all right?
Oh,
admittedly, this year is nothing like last year. If you remember
birthday
last year, starting
month.
in February.
Yeah, the birthday month.
It was like a gaming blitz. It was like giant game. And even between the giant games, there were mid-sized to small games. It was just insano overload, all right? This year is not so much like that, and let's go through it. So February, the first game I'm interested in, Hogwarts Legacy, comes out February 10th.
Are we playing Hogwarts?
Yes, I can confirm with all of you, I'm very interested in playing Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, of course.
No, I'm not going to get into political discourse about how J.K. Rowling apparently gets into arguments with trans people and stuff all the time. I don't care.
Wait a minute! Oh, I can't wait for that discussion to pop up. Wait a minute!
Let's go through it. So February, the first game I'm interested in, Hogwarts Legacy, comes out February 10th. Yes, I can confirm with all of you, I'm very interested in playing Hogwarts Legacy. No, I'm not going to get into political discourse about how J.K. Rowling apparently gets into arguments with trans people and stuff all the time. I don't care.
I don't care
about anything.
I'm playing a game, dude. I don't care.
I want to enjoy a game at face value for what it is and enjoy the Harry Potter universe. I've never played a Harry Potter game before, so this would be my first opportunity to do so.
I can't wait for those
I absolutely am
discussions
not
to
going
pop
to
off.
involve myself with this bullshit.
He's a proud
I absolutely
ally.
refuse. And I'll just tell you right now, if people try to start bringing up this kind of dumb shit, during the streams, you're not going to be here very long. Because that's not what the game is about. That's what the streams are about. And people who want to mesh the two, just because they have fucking agendas, are not going to be around to spread that agenda much longer. Okay? So, and by the way, that goes both ways. Because I know there's some people who are like, oh,
yo, imagine the pre-stream for that.
Completely hate
You're
J.K.
going to
Rowling.
definitely give like a disclaimer.
I don't care how you feel about J.K. Rowling.
Yep.
The game's not made by J.K. Rowling. Okay?
It's a Harry Potter game, though.
The art from the artist. The artist didn't even make the game. All right? So just cut that shit out right now.
Dude, but it's the her universe.
Yes, I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy on February 10th. Yes, it should be fun. It's not actually
what?
Harry Potter, right? It's actually
that still gives her money at the end of the day.
World.
Oh, you can't talk about J.K. Rowling
here. I like the fact
even
that,
though I'm playing a Harry Potter game. Get out of here.
One Piece game, it's not you just going through the same plots. It's not the same characters. Instead, it's kind of like its own unique deal, and I like that about it.
I like that.
You know, what will the choosing hat choose? What school will it choose for me? Right? How many Haxorum?
Oh God. He's already gonna make this so
Contortums
cringe.
Wow, that's not even
The
close to
game
spell.
ain't
I know,
even
that was
out
really
yet,
bad.
and I'm already
Luminaris,
cringing.
Contreras,
No.
don't fart on your chairs.
Oh, and he turned into scat.
All right. Anyway, it should be good. Obviously, if the playthrough sounds anything like what I just said, it's gonna be comedy gold.
Yeah,
So I'm
get
excited
that
for
trending
coming
on
out February
Twitter.
10th.
We can
Yes,
get
I'm
him
playing it.
canceled.
Okay. So then,
What?
if we hit the membership goal
Of
for this
course.
month of 600 members, my actual Super Bowl bash would be the next day.
Who wants
It
to
would
give
actually
me
be
94
Saturday, February
subs?
11th. That would be the day of my marathon. I actually put it in here so I would have it ingrained in my head when exactly in the schedule it would be. I would love that. I would love to do it.
It's the Super Bowl. What do you mean to ingrain when there's gonna be?
We got to have
Oh
some
my
movement on
Lord.
members. We got to have some
Fake
people
fan
becoming
of
members.
football.
We're doing memberships or gifting memberships. To
But
make
you
that
can't
happen.
talk about
Okay?
football in this chat. You can't talk about
The
what's
next game
going
in
on in the
February, honestly,
playoffs.
looks
You can't
interesting
talk
to
about
me
what teams
is
are gonna be
Atomic
in the
Heart,
Super Bowl.
which comes out February 21st. This is a Game Pass game that kind of looks
You're just
like
gonna say, can you
what's
not
the
talk
word?
about
Like almost
sports?
like a
I don't know
Frankenstein's
anything about
Army
sports.
style
Then why are we doing the
first-person
Super
shooter.
Bowl event?
I've seen a
dummy?
lot about this on the internet over the last few years, but honestly, I don't know. We never saw much concrete information, just a few preview videos of it. But that's supposed to be coming out on the 21st, and at the same day,
What?
like a dragon, Ishin.
Please, please don't play this game. I'm begging you. Don't play this game. I don't want you to ruin it.
This is a spin-off game of the Yakuza franchise, where you're playing as the characters from the Yakuza games, but it's set in feudal Japan. So they've all, instead of Yakuza crime
Say no.
bosses, they're
Say
now
no,
like samurai, and,
DSP.
you know what I mean? Like stuff like that, bandits, and they're fighting each
I'm
other.
fighting
It's
you.
kind of an interesting
Say
premise,
no,
a
you
what-if premise. What
motherfucker.
if
Say
Yakuza
no.
took place in a different time period? Now, originally, this was a PS3 game from many, many years ago, but it did very well in Japan, but never got ported anywhere else. They're finally porting it worldwide, and it's coming out on the 21st, so absolutely, I'm excited to play that.
Wait, could I smack him? Let's see if I could. I gotta move over.
Then, if you're not aware, and this I'm only putting this on my calendar for informational purposes, the PlayStation VR
Get over
2 is
here.
releasing on February
Don't you-
22nd. And so you'll be hearing about certain games like there's the
Don't you do it, you
Horizon
motherfucker.
VR
Don't you
game
do
coming
it.
out. It's like Heart of the Mountain or something it's called or something like that. With a few others as well. Now, do I actually foresee any game on PSVR 2 being a must-play killer app? No. Am I getting PSVR 2? No.
Okay, good. Then don't talk about it. We're not getting VR. So why are we gonna keep talking about it?
I got PSVR 1. And I will say this. I don't feel like I got
I'm gonna
burned
play it the Yakuza
with the
characters.
PSVR 1. All right?
Like
I'm actually happy I
like
got
a dragon.
PSVR 1. And here's
But I
why.
never played the
It was a unique time
the
in history
samurai one, so I'm
where
intrigued about this.
VR
one.
was being hyped up massively.
Who wants
in
the
the
VR
mainstream gaming
donated?
media.
Of course
They
it
were
was.
claiming that VR was the future that was going to change games. Okay, every piece of media was saying this. It wasn't one. It was like all of them
Playing
were
a
on
real
board. It was
world
either going to be the
character
HTC
like
Vive
Oh, I
or
didn't even
the
know.
Oculus Rift or the PSVR. They were going to change everything. And gaming, is really going into the next level with this stuff.
Exactly.
Okay?
That's why this shit's always like
PSVR,
an hour and a half or
alright?
2 hours.
I
He
got
does
it.
not
I
wanna
played it
play
for 1
fucking
month at
games.
launch. A lot of my content that launch month was VR.
I can't
stuff.
wait
now, by the
until
way,
we get
this was
10
before I was
minutes
a
of
full-time interactive
gameplay,
streamer,
and just the
so it was
rest
kind
of
of
it's
unique
just
to see me do this. I wasn't talking
He's
to
gonna
my
be a
audience
less
on stream at the
entertaining
time
Perry.
anyway. So it was a long time ago. We're talking over 6 years ago when this thing came out. I played games such as Job Simulator,
someone
Until
just
Dawn,
smelling the
Roller Coaster
syrup
of
in this
Blood
chat
or whatever
in
the hell it was
super
called.
chat.
Some of the launch titles, like there was the one where
There's
you
Summer
were in a
Ant.
cage and there was like sharks and sea life around you. But then there was like a heist that you did as well, like a bank heist. There was a game where there were no humans, but you were walking around. There was like demons and stuff, and apparently it was supposed to be that everyone had died, but you were talking with God. I forgot the name of the
Just
game.
hearing
It
him
was kind of a pseudo-psychological horror
describe
game.
stuff is very tism.
Among a few others, it's hard for me to even remember. There was a Batman VR game. That's right, Batman VR, which was like 2.5 hours long. Ridiculous. They charged you as much money as they did for a 2.5 hour long game. But anyway, I played a slew of VR games at the launch of PSVR 1. The last game I played on my PSVR was Resident Evil 1. I bought the game as a new release. I think it was January 2017. I
We're
played it as a
really
regular
going
game,
over
and
this.
then when I
This
beat
is why we
it, I went
playing
back and I
Resident
played
Evil
about
1
3 or 4
again.
hours of it in VR. All right?
All
And that
right.
was it. After that, like I literally never found another reason to boot the thing up. And
So you're telling me you bought a thing and you wasted money on it? No, that sounds like a DSP thing to do. So yeah, that's not how his character.
there was a lot of different reasons why. Number
Why?
one is because I felt the gimmick had kind of worn out after
Yeah.
having played several different genres of games or whatever.
And
At
you
first, I
know
was
this
blown
dude
away.
didn't sell it.
It was so unique to feel
Nah,
like
he
in the
ain't
game,
sell this shit.
to be
That
actually
shit's
surrounded
sitting
by
in
this
the
game world and to
closet.
be an interactive part of it. Admittedly, I thought it was really fun at first. But after having done it for about a month, the gimmick kind of died out and it became more about being frustrated that a lot of these games had limitations where you're trying to play, but if you don't have a ton of space to move around, basically they barely even work, okay? And that's bad, all right? Now, in addition to that, wearing that PSVR headset was very uncomfortable. It ended up
Of
making
course
this
it
level of
was.
like steam and sweat on my head that after
Oh,
about 20 minutes, I
all
would
this
just take it
steam
off. It
and
was very
sweat
uncomfortable.
on my
And then on top of
head.
that, I'd say about maybe 1/3 of the games I played were starting to make me very queasy, like sick to my stomach. And
I
that's,
just wanna
that's for
type
good
in
reason.
his
For those who don't
fucking,
know, the human body, all right?
The human
basically
body?
has what's called
Dude, hold on. I want to hear the human body as described by DSP.
it has a defense system, a defense mechanism that it uses when
What?
it thinks that you're poisoned. All right, so just
Why am
listen
I poisoned?
to this. I did research into this to find out why does VR make some people sick. So let's say, for example, you are playing a VR game and it's a racing game. All you're seeing and hearing is you're in a car and you're flying down a highway, but your body
There's motion sickness.
knows you're not on a highway.
Dude.
You're just sitting in a chair. It doesn't feel any momentum or movement, right? So your body, if you can believe this, I know science is pretty
He's
wild sometimes.
explaining
Your
motion
body puts two and
sickness
two
to
together
people.
and
Guys,
says, you're
there's this
seeing
thing that
things
happens
aren't
to you
real.
that
You're
you get
hallucinating.
sick when there's
That
like a bunch
means
of
you're going to
motion in
be
your way.
poisoned.
I don't know what
and
is
your
it
body
called.
kicks in a gag reflex to try to purge whatever is causing you to be
Dude.
poisoned in your body and makes you barf. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why you get queasy when you do VR
Yeah,
stuff.
kids, that's why you get
And I never
queasy.
knew that until PSVR. When I
Come
started
back
to get
tomorrow
queasy and I
for
did the
lessons with
scientific
your
research,
teacher.
I was like, that's
Don't
why.
forget
That's
to
really
drink your juice
interesting.
box, Derek.
So it's your body caring about you and wanting you to be safe. But it sucks when you're playing VR and you don't want to barf and your body wants you to barf. Okay?
Okay.
Um
Yeah, you don't want to barf.
so
when
basically
you have to barf.
some of the games were doing that. So it's like, let me see. Number one, I can't even look at my stream or my stream
Yeah,
chat.
DJ
'cause I have
Luna,
this
your
giant
body just it's an
device on my
autopilot. It
head
just doesn't
that's
care.
heavy. It hurts my neck after about 20 minutes. It's uncomfortable.
There we
It's
go.
sweaty. It's gross. It fogs
That
up.
sounds like
it's
a
kinda
you
nasty.
problem.
Number two, I'm starting to get queasy for about half the time that I play the thing. And number three,
I don't think
none of the games
anybody
that I
has.
played felt
I'm
like
not gonna
killer
say
apps.
anyone has these
You know what I'm saying?
problems, but there's probably a
not
good
one.
handful
I
of
don't think there
people
was a
that
single game I
don't
played
have
on
these problems.
PSVR
like
that I
you.
was like, wow, I'm so happy I experienced it.
Okay, just say VR isn't for me. That's all you have to say. I'm not interested in VR. It just doesn't appeal to me. And then move on. Not give all of this like, oh, I gotta explain the body. I gotta say what your body does. Do you want to explain the birds and the bees to them too? You're gonna be a sex ed teacher. I can't wait for that.
Game of
arc.
the year contender. Like never once did I ever feel like that.
So this is when you do this.
That being said,
It's gonna-
you
it's
look
not
at
even
PSVR
track.
2.
I
Okay,
can't even
there's
do
going
it.
to be
There's
a
no way I
Horizon
can do
game
it.
on it. Great. It'll probably look nice. It'll have better graphics than the previous
Nah,
PSVR.
DSB
because this
body
one, I
is
think,
trying to kill him
is a
at this
higher
point.
definition or whatever.
Man, now that he works his
So
best.
maybe it'll be
Jesus.
fun.
He need a
right?
skeleton.
But
Just get like a
was
pointer stick and a
Horizon was the
skeleton.
mainstream Horizon game that just came out? Game
Just
of the Year
have it in the
contender?
background.
Not really. So why would the VR game be a big deal, right?
Right?
And if you look again, you look at the lineup of games that are coming out. There's another horror game from Supermassive Games, so it's going to be kind of the spiritual successor to the roller coaster Until Dawn game that they did for PSVR 1. And you look at it, you're like, so why do I need to drop $600? Yes, it costs $600.
But if he says at the end of this, if you want to donate it to me, that's up to you. If he says the words, if I get it donated, I'm about to fucking flip. I swear to God. And 600 isn't a lot to people that have good jobs. Dude, if you got a good job and you're getting paid and you're doing your stuff, hey, if you want to drop 600 on the thing, that's up to you. It sounds like the dude's managing the money good. Not buying Hogan's.
For PSVR 2. That's more expensive than the PlayStation 5 console you need to run it. It's that expensive. Okay? So why do I need to drop that much
That's
money
a look for
this
Joe.
device that's not proven,
That's a
that's
look
going
at
to do
something.
anything special,
I don't
that's going
know.
to blow you away? None of these games have been reviewed as killer
Yeah.
app. Why would you want to do that? I've been there, done that once. Right? I dropped the money once. And,
I don't
to
know
me,
if he gets
it
600.
frustrated me. That I spent all that money,
Yeah.
and I basically used it for like a month, and then
I mean,
one more
he
game, and
will
that was
have
it.
to
And
hit
it
the
literally just sat in the
$100
closet
every
for
time.
5.5, 6 years with no use because
But
there's
that's
no
too
games on it
much
that
for like
anyone
a
ever talks
random
about.
factor.
So no, I'm not getting PSVR 2. I feel like as they say, fool me once, shame on you.
Okay,
Fool me
we
twice,
established
shame
you're
on me.
not getting it.
I'm not going to be fooled a second time and drop all that money on something.
It's like he's making a crusade. He's making it a personal mission so that way no one buys PSVR. DSP, you don't have no clout. No one's your word isn't gonna hinge on the fucking sales of this thing. People are gonna get it, people aren't gonna get it.
Thing, and let's also be honest here. Was gaming completely changed and revolutionized by VR? No. All the gaming journalists were lying again. All they do is they overhype this shit.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm letting it play at 1.25. I wanna hear I hate his fucking game reviewer stuff, but I wanna hear it. Just to hear him be like a fucking salty bitch over it.
To try to have something to talk about. No, VR didn't change anything about gaming. In fact, if anything, it fizzled out
What
and
is
died. I mean, out of
supposed
all
to?
the VR games that have
It's
come out in the
like
last
a
6
fun
years,
thing you can
what's
do.
the
It's
one
a
that you remember?
gimmick.
Everyone says
It's a
that
fun thing you
Half-Life
can
Alyx
do
game.
at
That
like
game apparently was
parties
really
or
good. It
something.
continued the plot of the Half-Life franchise. That's like your one must play. So I need to buy a bunch of VR devices. So once every 7 years, there's one game I need to play. No.
You don't have to.
No, I don't think so. I think I'll skip. I'll be the
Okay,
skipper,
skip it. It doesn't matter. Move on.
Okay. So
Okay.
anyway, no, I'm not doing PSVR 2, but yes, it is in my schedule release. Schedule.
Why is it in the schedule then?
I didn't even know about this one.
What?
Did you guys know there is a sequel to Octopath Traveler that's coming out on February?
Yes, you dummy. You didn't even play the first one. Don't play this one. Please to God, don't play this one. I better not hear him say he's thinking about playing Octopath 2, and he didn't even play 1. Don't do
Fourth?
it.
I had no idea.
I
By
knew
then,
it
you would hope
last
that we've wrapped up
year.
all the RPGs except Oblivion, because you know Oblivion's going to be an ongoing playthrough.
Fuck
But by
Oblivion.
then,
I don't
likely
want
we
to
won't
see
be
it.
doing any other RPGs, so maybe we'll actually play it. I don't know.
And I like
I never played
Oblivion.
Octopath
I don't
1,
wanna, no.
you know, but everyone loved it and said that it would have been the kind of game that I would have liked, and it was a shame that I never played it. So maybe
You can
Octopath
still
Traveler
play
2 will
it.
be right up my alley.
No.
Okay,
Don't
February
do
24th.
it.
I didn't know that, but it's on the calendar.
Don't do it, please.
So now we
It's a
head
long
into
RPG.
March. Whoops. I
Dude.
smacked it.
He did a shoulder charge into the mic.
So now we head into March.
Dude, this dude was just bodying that mic. It's like the mic owing money.
On March 3rd. All
Dude.
right. So now we head into March.
This dude moving like a drug addict. He's moving like a drunk right here.
That,
He
but
didn't
it's on
know
the
what was
calendar,
ahead of
all
him.
right?
I just love that so much.
So now we head into March. Whoops. I smacked it. And in March,
Good
we've got
Lord, why
Wolong
is this dude
Fallen
leaning
Dynasty
like this?
on March 3rd. All right.
March 3rd.
And looks interesting. I don't know if it'll be good or not, but we've seen some good footage of it, right? Isn't it the makers of Neo? So I think it could be pretty good, and I'm interested in it.
Yeah, we playing
Skull and
this.
Bones
It's a
comes out
solo
March 9th.
game.
No, I'm not interested in it at all. Looks
Wait, what?
terrible. I think it could be pretty good, and I'm interested in it. Skull and Bones comes out March 9th. No, I'm not interested in it at
Of course. Is that the pirate game? I think it
all.
is.
Looks terrible.
Yeah,
Looks like a game that they're literally only pushing it out because they had a contractual obligation to do so, but the game looks like it's been through development hell for so long, it's probably not going to be very good. But I put it on
He's
there for
just saying
curiosity's
this
sake.
anyway. He
March
put it on
17th,
there.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Yes.
Yes.
I'm excited for
yes.
it. You will say, okay, Phil, what games in 2023 are you excited
I'm
for?
playing
I'm excited for Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Give me the lightsaber.
Because
Mommy,
the first
I'm a
one
Jedi.
was really good, right?
Woo,
Star Wars Jedi,
woo,
what was it?
woo.
Fallen Order? Fallen Order was a
He could be like
shockingly
the
good
Star
game.
Wars
Great
kid.
graphics, great controls, fun story, exploration, puzzles, combat, everything came together for a really solid package. I really liked it, and I can't wait to play the sequel. We originally thought there would never be a sequel. And then
I
all of
like
a sudden we found out, no, actually they're
Assassin's
making
Creed
it. So
3.
I'm very excited about that.
The one with Connor? Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 Remake,
People
March
may have
24th.
hated that, but
Sure,
I
I'm
liked
excited
it.
for that. You know, a year ago, exactly 1 year ago, I was playing Resident Evil 4.
Of course.
I liked the game a lot. And actually, I think I appreciated it more last year when I
Yeah,
played it
right,
than my original one years
advertising.
before. Redoing it with the
Maybe
remake
still?
now with better graphics, more gameplay
Oh.
elements, other things added. I think it's gonna be a great game. I'm excited for it.
That ain't for all the
Crime
time.
Boss,
Bert.
March 28th. Now, originally,
There's gonna be a
I wasn't too
redeem
interested in
on
this, but
Twitch,
apparently,
too.
Crime Boss
That ain't
is
everything.
a game that's getting a complete celebrity
You only
cast.
get it for
Like,
a few
all the characters
seconds.
are real actors and stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I missed. Maybe I got it confused.
We'll have to Finn
but I
one in the
swear that's what this
corner,
game
too.
was, right? If anyone else
Wait.
looked at that, Crime Boss March 28th,
like,
I may be
everything
interested in
here.
playing it just on curiosity's sake. If they really did get a complete
we go. We'll get the
killer
Finn
cast
one
of
in the
people to play
corner.
the characters, but let me know because I think that's what it was. I might have gotten my games
We'll
confused.
put that in the corner.
Now
we'll
heading
put it
into
up there
April,
for a second.
Horizon Forbidden West's expansion. It's called Burning Shores. Comes out April 19th. Am I going to play it?
No. Why?
You want my honest opinion? Probably
Probably not. Thank
not.
God.
But it's a maybe. If you guys really want to
Why
see
is
me do
it
it,
a maybe? This dude hated. He absolutely hated Assassin's Creed. Why the Finches? Get out of here. On the plane. Double A, I see that. No, I'm not saying that. Even though I am light enough, I'm not gonna say it. You know what? Get him out of here. Come back when you're correct, Double A.
but the thing is, you guys didn't really like Horizon Forbidden West last year to
When you
main
acting
game.
right.
So kind of like, why on earth would I pay for the DLC and play it if you guys didn't like the main game?
Start
Right?
a purge. I'm thinking about
Dead
it.
Island 2 is supposedly coming out on April 28th. I have absolutely
Double
no
A
clue if I'm
have
playing
that
or not.
coming,
The
though.
only reason I threw that in there is because it's curiosity purposes. Again, here's a game that no one even knew was still in
That
development.
one,
Then they announced it. Then they fucking
all over
delayed it
the
anyway.
Justified.
So we'll see what happens with that. And then in May, Zelda Tears of the Fallen, May 12th, supposedly. If it doesn't get
All
delayed,
right.
yes, I'm absolutely all
No,
over that.
I don't know if it's stacks,
Suicide
but no
Squad
more
game
multiple
comes out May
ones.
26th.
I
Yes,
might have
totally,
to do a
100%.
purge
It's a
if
Rocksteady
it
game. We
gets
love Rocksteady
way
games.
out of control.
All over that
And you
one.
know I like out of
May
control.
31st, the
But
Final
if it
Fantasy
gets too
1
out of
through
control
6
for me,
collection.
I think
So if you're not aware, I want to say it was like 2 years ago, but maybe it was early last year. So Square Enix released.
we might
they
come
call
back from the
Final
vacation.
Fantasy
There's gonna be a
Pixel
few great
Remasters.
names.
It was basically redone versions of Final Fantasy 1 through 6 that was still looking retro, but had updated graphics,
Suga.
updated
Yeah,
music,
it
updated
is.
gameplay elements.
That's all
for
you need to
modern
know.
audience.
Yes,
they were
it
released on
is.
PC only and mobile. Excuse me, I forgot mobile. PC and mobile. Why? Right?
Why? Why?
Well, I don't know, honestly. Right?
I don't know, honestly.
You would think they would have thought that there would have been a console audience, but apparently they didn't think so. All right? But these games sold really well on PC to the point where Square Enix was convinced, oh, maybe we should put these out for consoles. So on May 31st, they're actually putting them out both for PlayStation 4 and the Switch. Now, being that they're old school games, it doesn't really matter what version you buy. It's probably going to look exactly the same. I don't know which version I would get. But obviously, that's a pretty good collection to have. That's 6 games.
We're not
Now,
gonna play
I
it
played Final Fantasy
anyway.
4 and 6 for you. I've never played 1, 2, 3, or 5.
So he deserves
5 in
it.
particular, I've played multiple times. I like the game, but I like it for the music
That was a
and the
Mercy
gameplay.
one.
I actually feel the story is quite inferior.
I've seen the
However, I like
Mercy
everything else
stuff,
about
yeah.
it.
The Mercy,
Final Fantasy 1, 2, and
timeouts.
3, I've played them all at least once, but never frequently.
Well,
I don't
I
really
like
remember much about them.
Koichi.
So I don't know actually how those would translate into
No,
playthroughs for you guys.
if anything,
But I
I'm
would be
flying
definitely
myself
considering
out.
doing
I'm flying
some
myself
playthroughs
out.
of those. Hey, you know me. I love classic Final Fantasy. I love classic JRPGs. Maybe we can do one a year,
No, we don't
or one every
need
6 months
another
just for
Final
variety's sake as a chill
Fantasy.
playthrough, right? They're not lengthy
We
games
actually
either. They're pretty
don't.
short
Please.
games. So, all right, so
I'm
that's
begging you,
a possibility.
DS,
Now,
don't do it.
June actually is quite a big month. Listen to
We in
this.
June.
June 2nd, Street Fighter 6.
Cool.
Now, you guys
Of
know
course
for
he
that
started
I'm
with
very
that.
excited for Street Fighter 6. I've played 2 waves of the beta. I think the game plays outstanding. I feel like the final game will be even better when there's more characters, more player base,
It's
probably
gonna
more
be
balanced.
fantastic.
It'll be interesting. But in addition, Street Fighter 6 is going to have likely the most offline single-player content of any Street Fighter game
Nah,
ever
that ain't
created.
true. You
It
going
looks
to
like so
California.
cool. You can make your own character, go through a story mode, beat other fighters, absorb their special moves, turn it into a custom character, and then go through this game, exploring an open world. It just seems really neat.
Okay.
Like, what a cool premise for a fighting game.
So, how long you think he's gonna play Street Fighter for? He's been hyping it up so much. I give him 2 months. There's no way he's gonna fight tooth and nail to keep this game in the rotation. So I'm gonna say 2 months. Cause DSP is stubborn. He's definitely gonna keep this around longer than it intends to and just keep getting mad.
They've done things like this previously. I remember in the early 2000s, Soul Calibur did this on the Dreamcast.
3 months?
And I absolutely
That's
loved
fair.
it. And now they're actually doing it in the modern era with Street Fighter 6. That's like right up my alley.
Rage
for what I'm
Queen
looking
Street
for
Fighter
in a Street
6
Fighter game. We'll have
speedrun.
the whole online component of learning characters and playing online competitively, but then the whole offline component of doing all this content as well. So June 2nd, I would say out of all these games so far, I would say Star Wars, Jedi Survivor,
All right,
Zelda,
we got that.
Tears of the
Got
Fallen,
that.
and Street Fighter 6 are
Got
my most
that,
3
yeah.
hyped games of the year
most
so far for
3.
me. Like, that's the big 3 for me that I'm really excited for.
After
all right?
DLC characters drop.
Diablo 4 comes out
Yeah, you
June
can say
6th,
the
just a
DLC
few days
characters
later
are broken.
after Street Fighter 6, the new Diablo. Now, I'll be honest with all of you here. I
What?
really liked Diablo 1 and 2. Back in the day, I played the hell out of these games
Don't
on
play Diablo. I'm gonna play Diablo. You know what? Diablo 4 looks fine to me.
PC.
I know
addicted to
people
them. I played them
wouldn't be
numerous
into
times.
it.
Had a
but
lot
yeah,
of fun with
I
them.
might get
When
it.
Diablo
I'm probably gonna
3
end up getting Diablo 4,
came
but
out.
I like 3.
I was excited because I was a YouTuber at this point, and I was like, wow, I'm going to get to share the new Diablo with my viewing audience on YouTube. And
So is it gonna be no one cared about Diablo and that's why I don't play it, or maybe because you're a fake fan and you didn't want to fucking play it? It could be.
I was stoked for it.
I was
and
stoked
it
for
failed
it.
miserably. I played through this game. People found it
Define
incredibly
fake,
boring.
failed
They didn't think it was very
miserably.
good at all. They
Yeah.
thought that it was one of the more boring playthroughs I'd ever done, and kind of didn't even want me to see me continue. But I
Whoa. So was it like Divinity? Did it get body like Divinity? People thought it was boring. That's every playthrough.
played
Literally
through the whole game for me
everything.
because I bought it and I wanted
He's
to
a
see
fake
it,
fan
the
about
Infinity
everything,
originals.
yeah.
But
Even
keep in
Street
mind
Fighter.
many factors here. Number 1, this was before
Money.
the era of direct capture. Number 2,
Oh
this was
god.
before I was a
Oh
live streamer who was
god.
interactive with
Wait. He was pointing the camera at the screen for that? Ah, fuck. I thought this was direct capture. No.
my audience. It very much could be a different situation now, where if I play
It's gonna
Diablo
be a
4,
different
because I'm an
situation. You
interactive
can
live
actually
streamer,
see the
things are all
game
different,
better.
and we use it as an opportunity for chill interactive gaming.
No,
where we play and
please
talk together,
don't buy this
rather than
game.
just being about me grinding and paying
It's
attention to
still
the
a
game.
Diablo
right?
game. You're gonna be grinding. No, don't play
So,
the game.
Perhaps Diablo 4 will work.
No, it will work.
I am strongly considering playing it. That's on June 6th. And then the last game of the year that has an actual solid release date that I'm interested in, Final Fantasy 16 on June 22nd. I really hope,
I'm not looking forward to
really
play
sincerely
Spider-Man.
hope they finish the
too.
game. And it's
Really
not another Final
not.
Fantasy 15 situation. Because if you remember, when I played Final Fantasy 15, I told you guys it was like
What'd
a
you tell
sad
us?
success because the game was very good. But
What? A sad success? What does that mean?
you guys, it was like a sad success
What?
because the game was very good. But it felt like it could have been one of, if not the best
Remove
RPG ever.
Finster?
But
No,
the
that
game
means
has
Finster
holes
has
in
to
it. The game
say.
had missing components. The game wasn't even coherent in parts because it really felt like it was rushed and unfinished, which I guess later on it was revealed it actually was.
I gotta
Obviously,
own the haters.
you know, I want to basically enjoy this game at a whole, as a whole. I don't want this game
Wait,
to be
in the hole?
underwhelming
Did he
or
say
unfinished
in the
like my-
hole?
You know, I want to basically enjoy this game at a whole, as a
Oh, I thought you said in the holes. That's
whole.
interesting.
I don't want this game to be underwhelming
I don't
or
know what you're
unfinished
talking
like
about.
515
That's not
was.
me. That's
So
cool.
I hope that they take their time and they finish it. Okay, so that's really the game release schedule so far this year. Like I said, biggest hyped games for me would definitely be okay, Dead Space remake, because just for curiosity's sake, is it better than Callisto Protocol? Definitely the new Zelda, Tears of the Fallen. The new Star Wars Jedi Survivor and Street Fighter 6. Those would be the ones, the big ones. All right, that I would say would be the ones that I'm excited for. All right?
Excited.
I hope you guys
I'm
feel the same.
excited. Yeah.
By the way, hold on a second here.
What? No such thing as too many dresses. Yeah, look at that. Jeremy got the right picture.
I just got an important update from YouTube. This is live breaking news, okay? So we
So,
actually have been talking about this
There
recently.
you go. Jeremy gave me the okay. So yeah, we can get more now. Big ups, Jeremy. Thank you for stopping by. Breaking news.
And it's official from YouTube. They're actually sending out the information today.
What?
Are you ready? This is positive news.
Positive news. Breaking news. He's like a news anchor, man. I want to hear
Starting
this.
February 1st, 2022.
We gotta go. We gotta go in real time.
YouTube is going to start monetizing shorts.
Dude. This was breaking news. We can finally make money on YouTube Shorts. Are you? Dude. DSP gets hyped about any chance to squeeze money out of anything.
But really monetizing them. And what I mean by
my
that is,
Lord.
right now, when you set up a
You think
YouTube
Phil
short and
consider
you say I want to
dressing up as a
monetize
woman if he knows?
it doesn't get monetized. The only way that a YouTube short actually gets monetized is if it gets like 1 million or more views, and then you make like $2 on it, okay?
That's like 300.
So what they have is they have a whole new
that could be
program they're
enough.
launching where they're going to really monetize YouTube Shorts now.
Yeah,
okay?
DSP
So
was
by the
throwing
way,
that fucking dress
prepare
in a
for
heartbeat.
YouTube to be inundated by Shorts because every content creator out there.
Did he really do that?
By the way, prepare.
No, I'm taking that. I'm actually taking that. This is the face. This is the face DSP made when he was peeking in them people's windows looking for his DoorDash. He had the flashlight. He was just looking in a window, seeing if he was eating their food.
For YouTube to be inundated by Shorts because every content creator out there is
Like you. Like literally you. This is the same complaint that I had when he was doing the COVID stuff. People shopping at the people shopping during COVID. They go, all these people buying up toilet paper, all these people doing all this. Like, dude, it was you. You were there doing it too. And he's gonna be doing the same thing.
now going to start
But yeah,
pumping
Jeremy,
out
I can
Shorts
see
like crazy.
DSP
all
wanted
right?
to do that. If he knew
Now,
he could
the
get
reason
that much
I'm
money.
saying this is because I just got an email
Where'd you get an
from
email
YouTube
from?
stating that within the next 1 to 2 weeks, everyone who has a YouTube account is going to have in their creator studio a pop-up, a new banner. It's going to say, click here, you must accept the new terms of service. And essentially all they say is, hey, I accept that Shorts can now be monetized in this manner.
Oh,
okay?
he gonna be waiting.
If
He
you
can't
do that,
wait
then
for that
immediately
email. He gonna click that with the
You
quickness.
can do a YouTube short that makes some money.
Whoa.
How
much money?
Starting February 1st. I guess that's a change. I guess I'll have to try it. I'll have to try YouTube shorter.
Of course. Now he gonna be like, of course I'm gonna try it. But all these people gonna be flooding to make YouTube shorts. So he gonna be doing it too. I can't wait to see the freaking first YouTube short. I want to see what's gonna be the first thing that he's gonna make big money on.
But if you don't accept it, basically what's going to happen is it says July here.
Yeah, he's spamming them shorts now.
If you
He's
don't
gonna be
accept
having
the
his
new terms
phone
by
being like,
July
yeah,
10th,
look at this, we're doing a review
you
of
get
the game.
removed from the YouTube partner program entirely.
Wait, what was that?
What happen is it says, but if you don't accept it, basically what's going to happen is it says July here. July. If you don't accept the new terms by July 10th, you get removed from the YouTube Partner Program entirely.
Okay, so he has enough time. There's no way he can get removed from it. He just said this just in general. So wait, so he's saying if you don't accept the new terms, you're gonna get removed by July. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm not making money on YouTube or anything. I don't know anything about what YouTube's doing, but I guess it makes sense. You gotta accept the new terms and all that.
Now, why would you not accept?
That's common. Okay.
I wonder. I guess we have to take a look. What are the new terms? Is the new term change really just shorts? Or
there's probably more stuff than shorts. DSP, you want to read the contract? This is this dude's whole problem. He just reads the part where he gets money. He doesn't read any further in. He's like, oh, wait, I can get money? Sign. Like, oh, wait, you need a left testicle? All right, I didn't see that part in the contract. You can't take my left testicle. Please don't do it, guy. But you signed.
Are they going to try now sneak some other stuff in?
And as he looks into the fucking camera, I'm getting screenshots like Pope today. I'm going crazy with the screenshots. This is nuts. Look at this dude.
I hope not.
Why don't you
Because
read
I hate
it?
to say it. Sometimes they try that.
Sometimes they try it. YouTube want to be sneaky.
The only change is YouTube Shorts, and then there's two new paragraphs.
They're not honest like me. They always try to sneak in extra
not.
stuff.
All right, I really hope not. I guess we'll have to see. I'm gonna have to, when it says
read.
click here, I'll have to read through and see if I can
sense.
see if anything has changed or whatever. I hope everything stays. Listen. I like how everything is going here on YouTube.
Of course you do.
I'm enjoying being a full-time content creator
Oh, he
and
does?
streamer here. I like that I have the community that I've
Oh,
built
he does
here.
like
this
it.
channel has built up over the last almost
I don't
2
know. I
years
can
now
go
that
back
I've
a
been
couple of
full-time
weeks.
YouTuber again,
What was the
that
worst
we've
thing
gotten
ever?
tens of thousands of new subscribers to the channel.
Tens of thousands? Tens of thousands of new people to the channel. He only jumped up. He was at like 190. And we had a bunch of like sock subs. Dude, this is not growth. It's dead right now. He was at 219 because of bots and YouTube purged that. Dude, I don't know.
I really am enjoying my time here on
enjoying
YouTube,
being on
and I don't want
YouTube.
anything to really change, So I hope that things don't change. I hope that things stay the same.
Of
the way
course.
they've been.
This is the same fucking Twitch thing that he said last year before they got him out the partner program. Then where are we going to go then? We're going to be on Cozy TV saying, man, if YouTube stayed the same, I would still be doing good. Now we got to start back on level 1 on Trovo.
The thing is, sometimes things change. There's not much you can do. It's
go.
like I accept it or I don't. If I don't
He
accept it,
rebels
I'm out
in
of the partner
fucking
program in July.
stagnation. This is
So I guess I got to really
insane.
sit down and read carefully and see exactly what it is that I'm signing up for.
That's a goddamn lie. He said he going to read carefully. Fuck nah. He got to scroll at the bottom and hit accept.
And all of that.
Then you
but
got to
let's go through the
complain about
bets,
it later.
okay?
That's just giving them something to complain about.
Okay. All right, guys. That's what I had to talk about today. So now it is time for shout-outs and discussion around
All right.
said shout-outs
We
and
can
going
speed
from
it
there.
up now.
See how much time we have left. Fair enough. Okay, so on the YouTube side of things today, we have many shout-outs. We start off with Showtime, who did a super chat. Thank you to Showtime for that super chat. I appreciate it.
We
In
can
fact,
go
that
to
is the
1.5.
only super chat
We
so
can
far today. So
speed
let's get
it up
Showtime up
some.
on the leaderboard.
Should we stay
Yes,
on
thank you.
1.5? I figured.
Tom Walla
I think I can
became a
boost it
channel
up
member this
maybe
morning. Thank you, Tom Walla, for the membership. So I believe we
Let's
did
do
go up a member.
1.75.
And then thank you to Jade, who yesterday became... Wow, this is all screwed up. Thank you to Jade, who yesterday became an ultra-level channel supporter. I appreciate that, Jade. And look at this. There we go.
All
I
right,
appreciate that,
Jay's
Jade.
up there. Thank you, Jade. I appreciate it. Thanks for being a member.
Yesterday. On the tips side of stuff,
Thanks for your
let's take a
money,
look what we got this morning.
dummy.
We start off today with a $1 tip.
Yeah,
From
there you
Snow
go,
Carl.
that-
He says, I notice you keep saying people can change their votes because Oblivion is being followed by a huge margin.
Yeah,
It's not. It's only like 7%.
it's
That's
just
not
Snow
huge, but
Carl
it is good
saying
margin.
Obliv-
Do you not want to play Oblivion?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
love Crisis Core in the future, I would love Crisis Core in the future, by the way. No, I'm totally okay with Oblivion. Like I told you, as long as people
I
are
just
willing
talking
to buy
about
into
lame
the interactive
Oblivion.
playthrough, because I don't
Dude,
know that much
get
about
outta here
Oblivion.
with
And the
that.
last time I played Oblivion, it wasn't interactive. It was me trying to figure it out for myself, and it didn't work. It ended up being boring. So as long as people are willing to make it a fun interactive playthrough like Skyrim was last year, I'm
Oh,
totally on board
fun
for
and
Oblivion.
exciting.
Okay? But what I'm saying is, there's quite a lot of people who voted for games that just have no hope. And, I don't want people to feel like their vote got thrown away. Very well, one of those people who voted for one of the games that is not going to win also could be thrown towards Oblivion.
You want
right?
to play Oblivion?
Well, guys, guess what? There's zero chance.
No, you played it before. That first
so
playthrough.
You can reapply your vote.
Well,
you can reapply to Oblivion.
after the.
I'm just saying, you know, we still have several days for the voting to go. Okay.
Wait, he did it for a
Okay.
marathon.
So
After the
$2 million
marathon, when
tip.
he had the
Yesterday I saw
face cam and
accusations
shit. Nah,
that
that
you
shit
rate
was
games based on
lame.
cat's influence.
He even played it like a fun.
The person
way.
don't get that. Do you think that you guys influence each other's preferences?
When I
in
play
games? Let me
Oblivion,
put it
I
this way.
usually go
If my
for
wife
the arena and
influenced
grind up
my
the
taste in
arena.
games,
And
you
then
would
I
have never
joined the
seen High
Dark
on Life in my
Brotherhood.
countdown
Those Dark
yesterday.
Brotherhood
You definitely would have
missions
never
were
seen.
crazy.
Well, I'm trying to think of the
I
order that
loved
I rated the games. There was at least 2 or 3 games in my Game of the Year countdown that my wife hates. She hates High on Life. She watched me play it. She couldn't stomach it. She was like, I hate the humor. I hate the gunplay. She didn't like anything about it.
Yeah, I
She
don't
was
care
like, she
about
never
what
watched me-
Cat
watched me play it
hates.
once because she wanted to see what it was. She absolutely hated it. And
Yeah,
never
she
went back
hated
and watched
High
me
on
play it again.
Life.
So I never would have been. You know what I mean? No. I judge things fairly for myself. I mean, obviously my wife has her own
I'm sure
opinions on
you
games as
do.
well. Which I value. I'm glad that she shares her opinions on games with me. At the same time, no, I'm not gonna let her opinions on games influence mine. That's silly. Everyone has the right to a different opinion on game. There's some games that she absolutely hates that I like. There's some games that I hate that she likes. You know. So there you go.
Whew, good boy. Good lord.
I got a dollar tip from Fandango.
Fandango,
said, "Hardest
look,
simulator on
we
PC
got
VR
a
is
dollar
one of the
tip
most
from
insane experiences
Fandango.
ever,
Pretty
especially piloting
good.
the fighter jets. VR is definitely made for more simulator style experiences. I can't even describe in my words how cool it is to fly in VR. So I must ask you this, Fandango. I'm assuming the gameplay experience in VR is much better than what I experienced on the Series X. Because remember,
You're
we were playing
telling me
Flight Sim for a
people
while,
have different
and man, as soon as you get
experiences
close to
VR
anything,
with a
those
thing?
graphics fall apart.
No way.
Right? Those graphics look
I
terrible.
thought
They just
everyone was
look
gonna have the
low
same
definition,
DSP
blocky, choppy. When you're far away, they look really, really good. But as soon as you get close to any landmarks, like, oh god, it looks like shit. But I would assume that was just for the Xbox version. That perhaps the PC version is way more detailed and better than that, right? Probably.
Probably.
Anyway, I can see that. I could definitely see
Go on.
the sim feeling being the main focus of why VR is good. I 1,000,000% could definitely see that. But again, that's why I kind of feel like, are there really any killer app must-play VR games?
Are
I
there
haven't been one
really
yet.
any
Again,
killer
the one game
apps?
everyone says,
Yeah,
Half-Life Alyx.
you're not gonna
I
play
haven't
them
played that one,
anyway.
it's
Why are we
PC
talking
only. But
about
outside of
stuff that's
that,
could be on the VR?
I haven't heard of a single game that if you
You
didn't
said
play
you
the VR
wasn't
game,
gonna play it,
you
so you're
missed
not
out,
gonna
and man,
play
you
it.
know, you didn't really experience one of the best ones. Audio obviously saying Beat Saber. I never heard of Beat Saber. I don't even know what that is.
It's a
I think
VR
it's one of them,
game.
right? But I think I could see how a simulation
doing
experience could be better with
some
VR.
quick
I definitely could see that. Thank you for the tip.
If you want
Lady
to
Charisma
go
has
over
$55
for the
first
Booba
tip.
game when
We
I
want
get
animation for
back
it today, so
from
thank you, Lady Charisma. Here's your animation.
vacation,
Little delay
I'll
on
be
that.
over there
Thank you, Lady Charisma.
on
Let's
the
get you on the
purple
leaderboard.
platform.
Whoa, why is there capital H?
We got Booba
we
game,
go.
and then we got Ultimate Spider-Man.
Okay,
Well,
so
not
Lady
Ultimate
Charisma
Spider-Man, but
says the following.
Marvel Spider-Man
From
on
Lady Charisma, for me,
Ultimate
PSVR 1 was a half-assed try at
difficulty.
VR. PSVR 2 as someone who's actually deep
We're
into
gonna
VR,
be
with an index
seeing
and a
if we
Quest
can
2
beat it
standalone
on
headset.
hard
Hell, even
difficulty.
I'm even learning how
I've
to
never
do
done
VR.
it.
Looks like it could be good if you can get a
I'm
half
kind of
VR style game.
afraid to.
VR is alive and well for enthusiasts.
I'll
It's
see if I
fine as
can
an
do it.
enthusiast platform. I don't see VR ever being mainstream. I don't agree with what you say, but that's what makes us human, right? It would be boring if we agree with everyone. And I agree. And here's the thing. Here's my
I've been
take. Here's where
trying
I
to
have problem.
find Web of Shadows everywhere.
6+ years ago, we're talking around 2015, 2016.
I
Everyone
don't
in
know
the gaming
whether,
media was
finally
having front
even
page news
emulate
stories
it.
on their websites, in their publications, saying
I
VR
don't
is
know
the
the
wave of the
best,
future.
like,
You need a
place to
PSVR,
emulate
you need
stuff,
an
too.
HTC Vive, you need an Oculus Rift. This is what it's going to change gaming. Big games are coming. This is the wave of everything in the future. And if you're not into VR, you
And
are
it's
missing
not
out.
on Steam.
Okay?
They have no
That was
Spider-Man
bullshit.
stuff on Steam.
Did they say,
which is
oh,
upsetting.
for a small group who are enthusiasts, you can really get an awesome, amazing, unique experience out of VR, but it's not for everyone? No, they lied. They outright
Finger
overhyped it on
grenade.
purpose. Why? Because they felt that if they overhyped it, that would, number one, bring more clicks
You
to
have
their site.
Web of
More people
Shadows?
interested. Because here's
But
the thing,
give
VR is a
me
big,
it. Give it.
big
Pass it
hill
over
for
here.
entry because of the cost. The cost of entry is huge. You know, I'm talking $500-600 just for the device before the games. So they very well knew that a lot of people would not be buying VR right from the get-go. But they felt that if they hyped it up, said it was something good, people would start coming to their sites and their publications to see the coverage of it, right? I mean, at the time, you remember, there was so much hype around VR that there was, like, entire VR stores at the mall where you would go to the mall and, oh, VR, you pay, like, $20, you put on a VR headset, you play a game for 15 minutes, right? That's how big it was, that everyone was so hyped up for it. Where are all those places now exactly, right? They're gone. So I'm not saying there's not an audience for VR. In fact, I'd say quite the opposite. For those who are the enthusiast type, I think
I'll
VR
have
will be very
another
popular. I think
slideshow
VR will definitely have an
eventually.
audience. But it will never be a mainstream audience. It will always be a niche
Another
audience because the cost of entry is
slideshow
too
will be
high,
added
and there just
in
aren't
the
killer app
morning.
games. Game developers are not going to spend insane amounts of time and resources to develop a killer app VR game when the cost of entry is so high. People already have to buy a PS5, and now you want them to spend another $600 for
Oh
PSVR 2,
my
and then you want them to buy a game. That's
God.
crazy. That's $1,200+ to play a VR game. Who's going to do that?
What do you mean Phil
But
doesn't
that's
go
all I want.
outside?
So I
He
hear you.
goes
I'm not
to the
saying
grocery
VR
store.
is terrible. What I'm saying is it
That's
never
going
really
outside, right?
caught on the way that the media falsely portrayed it would, for good reason. And I don't think
Yeah,
I'm
he goes
interested in it
outside
anymore.
all
It's
the
too expensive.
time.
How would I really relay VR to my audience? Even when I did PSVR 1, it wasn't a great experience. You know, it was, you know, low res, 720p or lower resolution video. It was kind of choppy, fuzzy. I couldn't see you guys. I couldn't see the chat. I couldn't interact with anyone when I did it. And then 9 times out of 10, it didn't run well anyway because I don't have the real space that you need for VR. For true VR, you need a nice big open area, a room that you can move around and have the tracking work, and I don't have that. So it's kind of like every reason why
Let's go 1.5 just to hear the VR. I like that fucking freeze.
VR wasn't going to work for me. Okay. All right. I received
Oh,
a
we're
$1
done?
tip.
Whatever. He was so.
Gamer guy. He says, I have personal interest in Suicide Squad. Remember, this is Kevin Conroy's final performance as Batman before his
Alright,
tragic
we're talking
passing
about
earlier. Well, I
Suicide
guess we said late
Squad.
last year, right? And you're absolutely correct.
It's
This
gonna be a
will
live
I guess
service
they could say
game,
it's
so
a
I don't know how to
goodbye
feel about that.
performance. for Kevin Conroy.
I want
think
it to
just
be
alone on that,
good, but
this game will be fascinating, interesting, and likely will probably do it.
hopefully
The
it's
thing
not
is,
like
it's Rocksteady.
Gotham
Rocksteady
Knights.
has a tried and true, really good track record.
There's no way
with
they
video
can make it
games, so I'm
like
not actually
Gotham
worried about
Knights.
it not
It
being
has
good
to run
either,
at
so.
60.
But
Because
now
it's
you
gonna be
have
on
$50.
next
It's
gen.
$50 is very expensive. I have a PvP
Yo,
server
if they
with
have it
this
run
VR
on
headset.
30
I
on
can't
next
imagine
gen,
how good the experience of console VR would
yo,
be.
they're
I don't
gonna
think
be
VR is worth it on any console.
something.
Only on PC. Because PC is open
Imagine,
source, and if you can play shit like Grand
imagine
Theft Auto 5
that.
with some VR mod, that's a good point too. That's a very good point. If you're buying VR on a console, you're limiting yourself only to official game releases on said console. While if you're playing on PC, there's always going to be
Yeah.
way more content.
You got
because
more
modders
stuff
and
on
because of
PC.
The whole PC enthusiast style experience. So that's actually a fair point. Thank you, Fandango, for the
I
tip.
still need
Okay,
the Dave
guys,
triangle screenshot.
we've done all the shout outs. We have about 10 minutes roughly left on the show. If anyone would like to tag me and ask me a question.
Oh, you're
by
talking
the way, I
about-
should say, I totally forgot to say
okay.
this at the beginning of today's podcast. We're having a big windstorm here in
I
Washington.
thought you were talking about
and
the low
wind's
tier
so strong
god one.
that a lot of
Like,
people
I
are
don't
afraid
have
powers to
that
go out.
one, but
So far,
yeah,
so good.
no.
There's been nothing that bad, but the wind's been whipping. My blinds have actually been crashing to the wall over there a little bit. So just to forewarn everyone, if you see the stream go down today, randomly, it's likely because the power went out. And I'll do my
Oh,
best to let you guys
the
know
power's
when it's
gonna
not
go
like
out,
that.
please.
Tell you on Twitter, hey,
I hope the
something happened.
power
I'll post
goes
a picture
out.
of
That's
YouTube,
gonna be
things
the
that happened.
perfect
Hopefully that won't happen. Okay.
addition to this stream.
So Mario Heat with the first question. Do you think Starfield will release this year?
I'll
Will it be a flop?
post,
Do I think it will release
both
this year?
of
Yes. Do I
them
think it'll be a
up
flop?
in
I don't
the,
know. I hope it's good. I hope that. See, here's the thing.
Dave
When you say is it a
channel.
flop, does that mean sales or does that mean quality? Sales, I think sales it'll do well. It's going to be Game Pass, so you're going to have an installed player base to begin with, and then on top of that, you're going to have the fanboys, right? The Bethesda fanboys are going to run and buy it. Will it be good? I don't
They're
know.
both
I really don't think we've seen
posted
enough to make a
in
judgment.
the
What we have
Dave
seen, to me,
channel.
was very underwhelming and not impressive. So I guess we'll have to see as we get closer to its release.
PC
By the way, when's it
sucks.
releasing?
Oh, yeah,
we don't know.
forgot.
They haven't given a
PC
release date.
sucks.
Maybe this press
This dude saying PCs are outdated. They don't exist no more.
conference supposedly coming later on this particular month. We will actually get our
If
answers
you have a
and find out.
PC,
Okay.
you're not a real gamer.
Okay, I received a $5 tip. What? Can I play
What?
30 seconds of the Sardaukar chant, the new Dune movie? I need to channel my chakra.
Imagine
I
not giving a fuck about that.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking
Come
about.
on.
But thank you very much for a $5 tip. I really have no clue what that means, nor do I desire to figure it out. But thank you very much for your support. I don't know, man. I don't know how you expected me just to respond to that one. If you want to talk about something that goes over my head, you've just discovered it. There you go. All right. Let's
So
see here.
funny. So hilarious.
Randy says, do you think you could ever
man.
squeeze into the Atari collection? I would say the Atari collection, if I was going to do it, would end up being a chill stream style game. It would be something that I do late nights, 2 hours, maybe a couple times a week for a few weeks until we get through all the classic games and I show you some of the ones from my childhood and maybe I play some that I never played before. It would have been great to do it when it came out last year.
Yeah,
Sadly,
I'm
you
sure
know,
it
this is the
would.
busiest game
It
season
would
of the
be
year.
great
Don't
to
ask
do
me
it.
why on earth they thought that was going to be a good idea because it really wasn't. But is it out of the question? No. Is it something I'm still interested in? Yes. But we would need to find a place for it. As I just discussed, coming up this week, we got Need for Speed Unbound, One Piece Odyssey, whatever wins the viewer's choice, and Warzone. So we've already got 4 games on the horizon. Now, I don't know if we're going to be playing
Oh,
Need for Speed Unbound
boy.
at length or not. But let's see what happens and go from there. Okay? Mario Heat says, what was your favorite DSP tries or feasting with the King of 2022? Man, I couldn't tell you. I'd have to go back and look. I actually can't remember which ones we did in 2022, right? What did we do? The Hawaiian barbecue was really good, but wasn't that the second time I'd done it, right? Wasn't it like a repeat episode or not? When did I do the Hawaiian barbecue? I don't know. I can't answer this. I would have to go back through the playlist.
Park, get out of
see.
here. There's
I
no
don't even know.
OnlyFans
Let's
link.
see here. If I click on playlists, and I click on
It ain't coming.
DSP tries it. DSP tries it, the 2012 reboot playlist. 6 episodes. What? What is this? Yeah, that's not it. This is from 2012. So that's not it. All right, what if I do...
What if I do what?
So I did a McDonald's taste test, Big Mac versus the Quarter Pounder. We did that this year. And it's glitched, and it's not showing me the date because it's fucking glitched. Let me refresh.
Whoa, it
Refresh YouTube
glitched.
page glitch.
It glitched.
Okay, when was this?
When was this?
We also did The Rock Wood-Fired Pizza, Pride and Joy. When were these? Where's the dates? Oh, yeah, all these are 2022. We did... Dairy Queen? We did Dairy Queen as well. When did we do Dairy Queen?
What?
We did?
We
I
looking
remember
at
doing
food.
that. Apparently in August of
DSP.
2022. I did Dairy Queen food. How do I have no recollection of this?
How the fuck would you not remember we had fucking Dairy Queen? What the fuck?
I literally
is
have no
this
recollection of it, but we did it. We did it.
segment?
Huh.
Huh.
So I did Dairy Queen, The Rock Wood-Fired
I
Pizza,
had Dairy Queen, huh?
and
When?
McDonald's taste test between the Big Mac and the Quarter Pounder. Now, let's also look for Feasting with the King.
We looking at our own channel now.
So I did, for Halloween, we
Guys,
did an
we're
episode, Vietnamese
almost
food.
caught up.
And then we also did the anniversary special, where I believe it was the
We're
return of
almost
Indian
there.
food. We also did American barbecue, Famous Dave's. We also did Vietnamese, again, that was earlier in the year. We
The
also did Thai
inevitable
cuisine.
is
We also did
coming.
Hawaiian barbecue, and we also did Mexican. So that was the year's Feasting with the King. Okay. I would say out of those two, Hawaiian barbecue and the pizza were my 2 favorites. Yep.
You know
Hawaiian
what, we
barbecue
can
blew me away
speed it
because
up.
doesn't
We can
look good.
speed
It
it
really
up
doesn't.
to
It doesn't
the
look like
end.
anything special. And then you start to eat the meat, and you're like, oh my god, the meat is so full of flavor. I don't know how they make Hawaiian barbecue.
Oh my
whether it's a
god,
marination,
the
a smoke,
meat
I don't
is
know.
full of
But my
flavor.
god, that
I'm
food
sure that's
is
what
so
Kat
full
says
of
all the
flavor
time.
that it blows me away every time. The chicken, the pork, the beef, however, whatever they're doing it right. Dude, it's super,
They're
super
doing
good.
it right.
And then
Oh,
the Rock
yeah,
Wood-Fired
I'm
pizza
sure
was
they
really,
are.
really good. It's a thicker pizza. It has a
It's a
crust,
thicker
really fresh
pizza.
ingredients and yummy toppings. It was a really good pizza. So those are the 2 favorites that I did this year, or last year, I should say. There you go. What was my favorite marathon of 2022? Oh, man. I don't even know if I have a favorite. They were all good.
man.
I actually feel 2022 was a pretty solid year for the marathons, right? Like, all the holiday stuff went really well. We tried new stuff with the Black Friday Apocalypse, with the Christmas marathon. The Halloween marathons went really well. You know, we had a lot of fun days, a lot of fun reactive.
No,
Actually,
this is
reactive was super fun.
a
So
let's stop Grinch. No, this is
I never played Assassin's Creed game. No,
a
I don't have a
podcast
Desert Island video
thing.
game, but you know, there's certain games that I go back to every few years. For example, Super Mario World, my favorite platformer of all time.
Yeah, see
Super
what
Pacific Turtle, my favorite fighting game of all time.
how insightful this
you
Q&A
know, Legends of Link to the Past, my
is.
favorite Zelda
He
game of
does
all
it
time.
every
Those games I can
time.
play, you know, endlessly.
I want to see if it's as insightful as he says.
I don't know what the hell Ice Speed is. Never heard of it.
There's a
I
reason he
decided to
does
well,
it.
Jasper,
If
he's
it
right here on
must
the floor
be
next to me.
successful.
I just pet him.
We have $15.
Swaggin says, I thought you said Sonic was
He
your favorite
balling
PC
out of
with
control
Rebel High
right
Resolution.
now.
No, remember the Sonic episode I did was
This
very
is
bad.
way better than getting a
If you remember,
job.
the burger
This
showed
is
raw.
way
It
better
didn't
than
have the right
doing
toppings and it was
anything.
cold. The only good thing about Sonic, if you remember, was the dog. The chili
We
cheese
talking
dog was
about
really good.
food
Everything
right
else was
now.
terrible. They fucked up the whole order.
Don't you
Which sucks, 'cause
enjoy
I've had
this
Sonic that was really
segment?
good before, and that order was just botched. By the way, that was the last time I ate Sonic. I haven't eaten Sonic since because it was such a bad experience. I don't really have a desire.
Why
to
do
do
I
that.
believe
That's kind of what
that?
happens, right?
Was
I've
it
not
really
watched
the
the movie,
last
no,
time
I'm
you
not.
had Sonic?
Am I gonna get Crisis Core
Going
today? I have
hard on
Crisis
the
Core for the Switch. It was donated
Grinch.
by a fan.
Man. Your veiled threats mean nothing.
Did I ever play baseball? As a kid, I played softball, but only with friends. I never played it in a league, but I did play softball and wiffle ball. with
Play
my family.
softball
with
as a
friends.
league? Nah, he ain't playing no
Never play
fucking
strategy games like
sport.
Civ or
They
StarCraft
picked
2. I
him
played StarCraft
lad. Get
1,
out of
2.
here,
I
DSP.
played Age of Empires. I actually played
We
Warcraft.
called up.
Jasper, now you know better. Don't mess with those lights. Be a good boy. You can be a good boy
See,
today.
Chunks, now I know
I
you're
hope
saying
so.
stuff that isn't
He
correct.
seems to have learned. He's going back there, but he's not messing with the lights. I think he remembers how upset I was with him earlier in the week, so I think he's learned. Which
You
is a
really
good thing.
think he learned his lesson? It is way better than playing the game.
Oh, why do I only do digital instead of physical copies?
Can't
Because
believe a
physical copies I
follow
have to
counts
order and
as
have shipped
simping.
here. There's no
Whoever- who
point.
would've
When I
thought?
get a digital version, have it
You know what? I'm done. I'm done trying to
digital version, have
convince
it
people.
preloaded and ready to go when I want to play it. I'm also not going to be trading in games because the physical trade-in value is very low.
Can't stream.
Back
good.
in the day, the reason that I picked up so many physical games, there was two reasons. Number one, 10 years ago, not everything was available digital.
now
right
we
away
have
at
to shut
launch.
it
It just
down.
wasn't. Sometimes you had to wait a day or two for it to show up on the marketplace. Number two,
Well, thank
trade-in
you.
values were sky high. You could go to GameStop, buy 5 games, beat 3 of them in a week, trade them in together, and get no exaggeration.
I agree.
50 to
Chunks boot
60%
up.
value
I'll
back
give you
for
the
each
stream
game.
key if you boot up.
That was huge.
Show me
As
how to
opposed
do it
game
the
rental
correct way. I'm
and
putting
getting
you
a
on
full
the
playthrough
spot.
out
now.
of it and trading
Yeah,
it right back in,
you.
and get your
Yes,
money back
you.
almost.
I
Today,
want you to boot
that's not
up
possible
right
anymore.
now.
So I don't really care about that. Plus, let's be
I'll
honest.
give you the stream
Today, when
key.
you buy
I
a
want to
physical
see what
game,
kind of
you
content
don't have the
you'll
game.
do.
You have a placeholder that needs to download the game anyway. So why buy it physically when you're not even have the game anymore? Doesn't make sense. What was the last collector's edition of a game I bought? I have absolutely no recollection. It was a very long time ago.
Trunks, do you use desktop audio?
Bonos
get my
Tecmo
respect
says they
if you
still
use
didn't
desktop
implement any
audio.
online play for the Marvel vs. Capcom 2
Desktop
arcade one-up
audio
cabinets.
is the only
They're moving on
audio
to a casino
source. That's all
cave
you
now.
need.
Wow. So they sold
Imagine
all
being
those
a
last
nerd
summer,
and having
sold
multiple
out,
audio
right?
sources.
And they're not going to give people the features they've promised. They just don't care. Wow, what about
Yeah, that's
the
what guy with
scumbags?
2 names is gonna do. He's gonna ruin this.
No,
channel.
really, can people stop buying
He's gonna
games
make.
from arcade
He's gonna
one-up?
change
By the
up
way,
audio
did I ever
sources.
talk about this? The last time I went to Costco, they had the
Get outta
arcade
here with
one-up
that.
cabinet that was
So
NFL
you go
Blitz.
back to using
That was the
desktop audio.
biggest piece of shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, desktop
Okay,
audio.
4
Wait,
players.
Pope, I thought you were
The
doing that.
cabinet was smaller than a
Well, all
two-player
the sounds
cabinet
in
at
your
a real
desktop
arcade.
go through it.
So how are you supposed
I'm
to
the
fit
ultimate-
4
I'm the
people
ultimate
on a
boomer
cabinet
when it
that's
comes to
insanely
audio.
tiny? You'd have to have like 4
You know what?
3-year-old
2023 is gonna
trying
be
to
the
fit
year.
their- Even then, I don't think you could fit 4 3-year-olds
What?
squished next to each other
What?
arcade. So how are you supposed to fit 4 people on a cabinet that's insanely tiny? You'd have to have like 4 3-year-old children
Why are we
trying to fit their.
why are
Even
we
then,
talking
I
about
don't think you could
3-year-old
fit
children?
4 3-year-olds
Help? Help?
squished next to each other to try to reach and touch the controls like
Oh
that.
my lord.
And it didn't look good at all.
I said
it looked
what
to
I
me like
said,
it was
don't regret
a
it.
play school
Well,
version
double A,
of an
you're a
arcade
man of your
cabinet, and it was being
convictions.
sold for
That's all I'm
$600. I don't know why people are wasting their money on this shit. Those
You're a man
cabinets
of your
look like
convictions.
trash to
There
me.
you go.
Yeah, apparently this company is rich and making big business on these cabinets. I just don't get it.
No idea. I have no idea what I'm doing with audio as long as
Okay.
I balance.
All right, guys.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Thank you very much for a great episode of the Level 1 podcast. I hope that you got a lot of
Look, we call
information
it to
out of
the
this
end.
one, being that we went through the game.
Hey, I
schedule,
pointed it out
all right?
kind of good.
Now we have a better idea of the landscape, what's coming up.
All right,
Thanks
cool.
for
Of the landscape.
enjoying. Thanks for interacting. Thanks for supporting. I appreciate your attendance. Attendance is actually really high today, so thank you for that. And I hope you enjoyed the show. But it is time to adjourn. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching.
Are you? What the fuck is this? is. Hold on. We really did this. What? I'm going back for all of that. What the fuck is this? We really doing this. This is more low effort. Have I not seen this? No, I didn't know this dude. Oh my lord.
I paid no attention to it.
Let's see how the gameplay
When
is.
it came out,
I want to see this hot
new
new game.
I'm still not paying attention to it, but I know it's on EA.
I want to see how well
and see if it's any good. But
Need for
I do need a
Speed
few minutes to use the
is.
restroom. Okay?
I'm not hanging out
So
for a
thank
long
you. Please
time.
be patient. I'll be right back in like 5 minutes. I am going to run a little bit of ads here.
Yo,
since I'll be gone for a minute.
wait. If he
Thanks for
doesn't
watching. I'll be
do
right back.
a Valentine's one with Kat, are they really married? Because how you not going to have a Valentine's thing with your apparent wife? Those pics up again. I'm going to... I'm going to be giving those... God damn it. Perks down bad. Well, I kind of don't care. Pope, are you booting up? Because I got nothing else. Are you going to boot up for the gameplay? You're not? Ah. Faster remote streaming? Oh, is... I don't see him on my corner. What the fuck? What? Okay, there he is. Oh, he is. Yeah, you can go over there for cool, insightful commentary and just to hang out watching DSP be bad at Need for Speed. Because fuck him playing games. Yeah, it's gonna definitely be a snooze fest. Yeah. You can go over here and tell him I sent you. And have more fun. And he's a little bit back too. So don't worry, we'll get gameplay eventually. But it was swell, guys. You might see an impromptu IRL stream on Twitch at the airport. That's if I feel like it. If not, I'll see you guys Saturday? Yeah, I'll be back Friday night. So I'll see you guys Saturday night. Yeah. Take it easy, people. Big ups to everyone in the chat. And have a good day. You're welcome, Jeremy. Where's the stream key? I'll do some stuff behind the scenes. I'll see. You better not ruin the channel. You ready to get... Alright, we'll see. You can do your best. I'll see how robust that stream will be, but later.